Oh, we're recording?
Are you going to pair your phone, or one of you pair your phone to the TV?
That's too much work.
Why?
Too much work. I was actually almost dead. The fuck are you doing?
We are recording, so.
This is all him, bro. What the hell is this? Bitch, wakey, wakey, maggot.
I thought you were asleep.
I'm checking my messages. My mother writing.
It's like two toddlers. Good Lord. Unprofessional as shit.
This is Regneck Podcast.
Yeah. That a whole 50 people watch.
Hey, you're a cultural icon in Plymouth, Indiana.
Yeah, let's not say where we're from.
Culver, Indiana.
We could just say Indiana. That's a little broader.
Yeah, a little more vague.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's Indiana?
Are you going to pair that?
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Why do you want to be paired?
I need a Jamie.
What?
Joe Rogan.
Jamie. It's the guy that.
Jamie's like the master Google man. Like, and he's really good too, because you'd be like, Joe would be talking about something, like, oh, I already got it. It's already on the screen.
Which room is this game?
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
We got the search on.
All right, you guys ready?
No. I'm not feeling it today.
No, obviously not. Kind of being a dick.
First topic of the day.
All right. Welcome to Bald Eagle Podcast. Here, I am here as always, and I am joined by the product of my loins and his buddy, Philly.
His buddy.
Philly.
Philly
yeah.
cheesesteak.
That's my
Yeah.
name, Philly.
So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do some Gen X versus Gen Z, right? Is that what you guys are? Gen Z, right?
We're Gen Z.
You know what we fucking
All right.
The best generation.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's dive into that. What have your generation contributed to society to make you the greatest generation?
Also, we're fucking young. Like, our generation is young.
I'm not the one that made that claim. Philly just did.
Well, how he fucking defends that?
Well, first off, we got cultural icons and cultural
Cultural
amazing.
icons. Do describe which cultural icons you guys.
Toilet.
We got Mr. Beast.
He's not fucking.
I'm pretty sure he is.
No, he
He's a
probably
millennial.
is. He's
Is he?
probably Gen. I'd say he's
He's
probably
a
Gen Z.
millennial.
How old is he?
I don't know.
He's like in his
He's in his almost his 30s.
I think
now.
he's his early 30s right now.
He might be early Gen Z or late millennial.
I think
One of
he's
the two.
millennial.
I think he is.
Well, millennial goes up to what?
Yeah,
2000.
We literally can look it up.
What does he go up to? I want to say millennial goes up to like 2000 or something.
He's 25, actually.
Oh shit.
He's actually not that old.
He's actually pretty young.
He's got to be Gen Z then.
Yeah. He's,
So yeah,
he's
cultural
Gen Z.
icon right there.
Yeah.
Mr.
Well, he doesn't like Mr. Beast.
It's not that I don't like him. I just think his content's. I'm not into it. Like, but I'm 43 years old, so
That would explain why.
right.
It's 'cause
I
he's
like
culture. That's why.
I like the guy because he does a lot of philanthropy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And then everyone tries to cancel him all the time, which is insane.
Yeah. How dare you cure people with blindness?
What'd he say? What'd he say sometime? Didn't he say a racial slur or something one time? Or something they said was racially? And then they tried to cancel him. It wasn't that long ago, like a year ago or something.
I remember the one thing was, like, he identifies the attack helicopter. He did that when one of his older videos.
Yeah.
Identifies as attack helicopter?
Like, you know the joke of making fun of trans.
It's 'cause-
it's kind of, but he didn't really do it in a bad way. It was just like identifies as attack helicopter.
Yeah.
It's in an older video. With
because people make these like broad terms of like their pronouns and stuff like that, and they identify it as like objects.
Oh, right, because they're retarded.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
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 It's a
'Cause
mental illness.
It's a mental illness, yes.
But like,
That's all y'all's generation there.
yeah.
No. There is something that should be faulted from yours and the millennials and not knowing how to raise kids. That's 100%
All right,
the
well-
issue. Because you can't put all. Obviously, we're the ones that do it, but parents need to step up in this country and actually do their damn job.
Well, I believe that too, but
But apparently, they haven't done that. So your generation has failed at that, and the millennials are failing as well.
my generation has done a lot of helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
What the
Like-
hell does that mean?
That's like when the child or the parent just hovers and makes sure, yes, this is the correct way. This is the correct way. This is the correct way.
Or is involved in every little aspect. Don't let them go out and do like I'm a latchkey kid. So latchkey kids basically lived on their own since they were 6. Both my parents worked. Neither one of them was ever home. My earliest memories, I can remember every day I come home from school and there was literally no one home. I got off the bus and then I just went out, hung out with my buddies until dark and then came home.
You can't do that nowadays. You can't. People don't do that.
But I lived in the middle of nowhere on 6 acres, and yeah. But most of my generation was like that because both parents have to work because it wasn't like the previous baby boomers where they could get away with one dad working and supporting the family while the mom stayed home. That just wasn't an option anymore, which it is today. You can't do that no more unless you're making $150K a year or something because it's just not possible.
It's impossible. You can't do that.
But I learned to survive on my own at an early age.
Well, yeah, but that's the difference between our generation and yours. We don't have that at all.
Right. Well, I try to give you leeway to make your own mistakes.
Not most parents don't. Most parents are really hands-on, need to do everything, know everything.
Right.
You can't just,
Aiden
Riffle. That is a
Is one of
perfect
our
example.
friends.
I like Aiden, and his parents are nice, but man can't do anything right. Even if he's a pretty good kid, all things considered.
Right.
But his parents are.
Well, your parents are pretty strict on you too, aren't they?
Yeah. A lot of my parents. I mean, it's just chores and stuff like that. They expect it.
Well, of course, that's obvious.
Right, which is I'm not complaining about that.
I'm sure you do way more than this lazy ass does.
But as far as that, they're not too strict on They used to be a little bit more strict when I was younger because when I was younger, I was pretty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was just very energetic. I had a ton of energy.
You're almost 18 now, aren't you?
Yep.
When's your birthday?
06 of April 12th.
So April 12th, you'll be 18.
Yep.
He's old.
I am pretty old.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to vote.
I was.
Damn straight.
I'd been living on my own for 2 years at your age.
Jeez.
Yeah. I come home, all my shit was in a garbage bags on the porch. My mom kicked me out of the house. Yeah. So I've basically been on my own since I was 16.
That's.
I was living out of a Geo Metro at the old Heidi Ho truck stop. Not that anybody knows what the hell that is, but there was no Heidi Ho truck stop there no more, and I would park my car there in the evenings, and I would sleep in my car and then have to go to school in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, I tried going to school there for a while, then I basically just quit going. And then my mom just signed me out, and I just quit. And then I got my GED the next week, and then before anybody even graduated in my class. But yeah, we could say I didn't have the greatest of upbringings, but my parents were awesome. Growing up, my dad was kind of a dick. I didn't like him. My mom was always there. And then until I hit 13, and then she went out and did her own thing, and then I basically fended for myself. I was working at Kroger's at 16, 17 years old and had to basically feed myself and fend for myself because my mom was never there. She was never home. It was just me by myself. So
Which that puts a lot of pressure on like.
Yeah, it made me very independent, obviously, and then like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But my dad was a dick, so I didn't even want to be around him. So
See how Grandpa watches the video and he'll be like, "I wasn't mean."
he could accept that he was a dick, but I wasn't a good kid either. So I'm not trying to say I was a saint, but when you grow up like that,
Yeah,
and
you're a role model, right? I mean, as far as like independence towards yourself, I mean, it's just like
right.
role models in that way. You don't really.
Not that my dad was not a bad guy. He was
Right.
he was just a dick.
Yeah.
He's just a dick.
I mean, he was. I mean,
Still kind of is. He's still kind of sometimes.
he's mellowed out in his old age. He's good now. Yeah.
He's alright.
Yeah. But, you know.
That's why Gen Z is better.
Well, there's always a stereotype that like Gen Z is like lazy. But
I wouldn't. I don't like
agree with that.
I don't like the broad stroke of like an entire generation is this or is that.
Yeah.
But there's also kind of like racial stereotypes is the same way. Like, all right, maybe not an entire racial sect is like
You're
this
getting
way.
into murky waters, man.
I'm just saying the truth. Like there are some there are truths to
There's
racial
all
profiling, as there are truths to generational profiling.
Mhm.
I'm just saying there is truth in that a lot of them are that way, but not everyone. It's it doesn't justify it as a whole. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think this generation.
You guys are gonna jack up my audio.
What are you talking about? Last time yours was like up to here, and mine was perfect.
It might be. I moved it a little down.
Yeah, you moved it a little down this time. But
Yeah.
like I don't know, our generation. Like I see the point of laziness, but that's with like every generation. There's a lot of lazy people.
There's actually
millennials.
There's a study that was done over like the generational stereotype that they took like newspapers from each like time section of the year and they looked at and they said this generation is lazy, they need to work harder, and then they passed the next generation, this generation is lazy, so it keeps on cycling over and over.
It's just a dumb argument. It's so brain dead. Like there's no thought process because when I was younger I had to walk 50 miles to school and like that shit. Like it's just overhyping. We all have different struggles as people, and that's especially true with generations.
Who walked 50 miles to school?
Well, ask people who say that, dude. I swear to God.
Like, the only person in your family that probably walked to school was your great-grandfather, and I don't even know if he walked to school. And he was born in 21.
Not that old. Not that long ago. Only 103 years ago.
Right.
Not too long.
It is just so interesting how each generation stereotypes the generation that is below them as like lazy,
incompetent,
or it's because they're so young though. That's the thing, and they think, well, work hard because we're older.
We're also in the information age with the internet, so my generation is the last generation to grow up without instant access to information, or social media is a lot of ways is like, I think there's good things about it, but overall social media is a detriment to society. I really believe that.
Yeah.
Because now forever what you say on the internet is forever moralized.
I don't like that either. But
you're never going to get rid of it. That's why I always tell you all the time, do not post things.
I don't post that.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it would behoove both of you to, like, because, I mean, that's forever history at this point, and it's never going to go away.
Surprise guest.
Yeah. My other mini-me. Just creeping around the kitchen. But.
Yeah. Social media, I think, does a lot of good, but it also does a lot more bad. Like, that's a...
Like, for the good parts of it, like, as far as, like, businesses and stuff like that, like, reaching out to...
They can like that, yeah, and it can build communities, like because people who are more isolated, they can build communities, and it is really nice to see.
I would say the internet in general is just isolating people more and more.
Well,
People have never been more connected in life, yet so far apart.
I agree.
There's not as much human interaction anymore. It's all online. There's men are not getting married, which is a detriment to society. I don't think that's
just an internet issue at all. I don't think that's the issue at all. I don't think men not getting married now, especially our generation, I don't think that's just a pure internet issue at all. I think that's a cultural issue with our generation.
Well, there's less and less religious people, less and less people going to church.
Our generation is probably the least religious generation. I think that's probably pretty clear.
Oh, probably, which is unfortunate, but it's probably true.
I think a lot of my generation agrees with a lot of values of Christian values.
So you two being Gen Z, do you think that your generation is more conservative, is skewing more conservative, or do you think?
I think it depends.
You guys are around everybody your generation. I don't know really know.
We live in Indiana.
Yeah.
So this is a really red state. I mean, even in blue areas, there's a lot of Republicans.
Right. I know, but do you guys get the feeling of other guys your age? Do you think?
Oh, they're more conservative.
Do they lean more conservative?
100%.
It depends on the people that you are around with, because there's different groups as far as like you can tell like which group is more like leaning towards the left, and then which group is.
But my point is like you go to our school perhaps. And every guy, especially, like, I'm not talking about girls, but guys, I don't think there's very many left-leaning guys there.
Yeah.
Even if they are left-leaning, they're like moderate. They're not full Dems. And that's kind of the thing. I think our men our age, they're conservative as hell. I really do think that. I think it's like the majority, like 70-80%. But women our age, that is not at all the case. It's like the opposite.
Right. You think they're skewing?
They're all the way
on the other side.
I think they'd be like the opposite. Like
what do you think it is? Do you think it's like 20% of girls your guys' generation that lean right? And do you think the rest of that is all leaning left?
Or they don't care at all?
I think when it comes to like girls, it's more like I really talk to them, and a lot of them lean to the right due to like abortion wise. Most of if they're Christian like girls,
that's a different story.
Right.
Because if they're Christian, then they should honestly believe that it's a sin to do and it's immoral and wrong and we shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
But for those that grow up not religious, it's easy for them to be like, oh well, because women are empathetic, so they're like, oh well.
That's kind of my thing. Very emotional thought process. Like men don't have that. We don't think we just think rationally.
No, we're easy.
Yeah, we're just like, well, that's dumb, and I don't care. Or we just say it how it is. And
right.
We don't care about the emotions.
We're easy to keep happy. All you gotta do is feed us. Another word I'm not gonna say. Okay. And be what am I trying to say? Appreciated for our work, and I mean that's the only thing you gotta do to us. You guys tell us nice things.
That's really hard now. Apparently that's really hard for young men these days. I think the respect factor is probably the lowest for young men in our generation.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because men are all dogs, right? Pigs, pieces of
toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah, because men are horrible, right? That's the stereotype, and I hate that stereotype. It very much pisses me off because it's so broad and so dumb. It's such a dumb argument.
Well, you can't say anything today.
I'll say something.
I know, but you can't say anything today because it's like, now you're gonna get canceled. Now you're gonna get, you're misogynistic. You're this. You're that.
It's just such a dumb argument to me that
it is.
All men are bad, or like all women are bad. It's so dumb. Maybe associate yourself with good people.
Yeah, there's a lot of that to it.
That's the main purpose. I think people are so dumb they can't realize, hey, this is a bad situation I'm in. Maybe I shouldn't be in it.
Yeah, because you are going to be seen, whether you are or not, you are going to be seen with who you surround yourself with. So if you're hanging around with a bunch of druggies or a bunch of unsavory characters, you're going to be accounted into the same class, and people are going to think you're the same. It was the same way with Jesus as he was coming up, because he hung around with a lot of prostitutes, a lot of dregs of society, and people would even assumed in his day that he was not good because of that.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus is all pure, though.
Well, obviously, he never did sin, so...
We're a little different.
Well, yeah, we're all sinners. I mean, there's no way around that. But all we can do is try to live in his grace and try to be more like him on a daily basis. But as you age, and then your mindset about everything changes, especially after you have children.
That's what I was talking about. Like, I don't think our generation is going to have a lot of kids.
It's because
because people don't want kids. Yeah. I think that's one. It's a cultural thing. It's also an economic thing. It's really hard to have kids now. And you can say from older generations, that's another thing you guys say a lot. It's, well, it's just lazy. You don't want to work. It's
no, I'm
really
not saying
hard.
that.
I know, but like, it's hard to buy a house. The housing market's ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
The economy's in the gutter. We have trillions of dollars in debt in our country. And we're all just seeing our generation, and we're like, well, this is stupid. What we've done the last 100 years hasn't worked.
You want to know how to fix that? All you got to do is vote in patriotic,
those people, most
real fiscally responsible people into office that are going to make changes.
Because the GOP doesn't do jack shit.
I know.
I can't stand the GOP.
I know.
They're absolutely useless.
I know.
They are.
You ain't got to tell me, son.
This is why I don't like the voting all red. Because it just pisses me off.
And Trump's not right wing.
Like Governor Holcomb, who hasn't done a damn thing for this state.
He signed a couple good things.
He signed a couple out of 8 years. He's useless.
There's a lot worse Republican governors than
I agree,
Holcomb.
But this is a red state. A red state. There shouldn't be worse governors.
It's not red enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Pretty soon it'll be blue.
Yeah, no. It's not going blue. It voted red 16 points last election. It's not going blue.
No.
It would take a monumental...
South Bend, Mishawaka, Indianapolis.
That's it. Everywhere else is red.
Every other county goes red.
I'm just so tired of the GOP. The GOP is a joke.
Well, at least what's her name finally stepped down now. So.
Oh yeah, the one.
And now Laura Trump's going to be co-chair of the GOP now. And Laura Trump's badass. That broad don't take no shit. She's badass.
It's just ridiculous. The GOP is such a joke, and most of them are corrupt bureaucrats, anyways.
There's like
that's all of Congress is.
I'd say there's like 10.
12, 10. Yeah. That's ridiculous, though, when the House has like 200-something plus members.
That's the thing. Democrats will vote party lines. They don't give a shit. Like, they're in lockstep. Like, if they want to kill babies, they're all in favor of killing babies up until birth.
They all want to pass bad immigration bills. They'll all pass it. Republicans don't agree on jack shit.
Yeah. That's because there's the neocons of the party that are in charge, which I think, thankfully to Trump, I think are going to start getting pushed out. Well, I think you're going to see a lot more.
I don't know how it's taken so long. It's taken 20 years, and we've just sat and been like voting the same people who their whole rhetoric is lower taxes, and that's it. That's the whole damn rhetoric. It doesn't talk about any social issues like the last.
Well, I pissed my vote away during Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney was a shitty candidate.
He still is a shitty person.
He's a horrible fucking candidate.
He's horrible.
He's terrible.
I could not bring myself to vote for Mitt Romney. I voted for the independent and pissed my vote away.
Because who the hell wants to vote for Mitt Romney?
I can't do it. Mitt Romney, the John McCain's,
the people don't want that. We're tired of the squishy Republicans.
That's why I hope this Trump thing is pushing more people there. But Trump's a moderate. I didn't even want to vote for him last time.
I like Trump. I very much do. And I know you don't like a lot of things he does.
When you executive order bump stocks out of the way, I mean, I got a few bugaboos when it comes to do not F with the freaking first, the second, or any other amendments.
But when it comes to...
And if you're killing babies or in favor of killing babies, I can't vote for you.
He's not in favor of that.
Bullshit. He is weak. He is weak when it comes to abortion. He is weak on that.
Yeah, he's not maybe the most conservative candidate on that. I'll give you that. But
and he's weak on the fucking Second Amendment. It pisses me off. And he's like, "Oh, the NRA, Fuck the NRA.
Yeah, I don't like the NRA.
Every fucking person that is a gun enthusiast or a Second Amendment enthusiast hates the NRA because they're corrupt as fuck and they don't do shit.
Fuck the NRA.
GOA, FPC, and what's the other one?
I don't know.
Well, there's another one. I can't think of it now.
There's another one.
There's Firearms Policy Coalition and Gun Owners of America, and I'll think of it later. Either way, those three organizations are actually, like, if you're donating to those organizations, they are putting
court cases.
Yes,
actually supporting our.
They are actually using your money you're donating to
NRA, who
go after these.
Yeah. Fuck the
yeah. I will never give another dime to that organization. I never will. Not unless it gets completely reformed and
I won't do that. It's like
it's crazy because Ted Nugent is on the board of the NRA. And Ted Nugent is about the most extreme right-winger there is.
Because that fucking NRA is a joke.
It is a joke. And they will not ever get another dime from me. I give money to GOA and FP and
we donated to our boy Trump this year, so
yes.
We can get.
Well, at this point, like, you have to support this man. The GOP needs to get behind him, and everybody else and all these rhinos need to get behind him.
The GOP is so fucking unorganized. It's actually
not only will Joe Biden not survive another 4 years as president, this country won't survive another 4 years as him as president.
Biden is president?
No, we won't.
It's just like
inflation is what, 12% now?
Oh yeah, our immigration is.
It went down. Oh, well, okay, it went down from the in 12 that it was. It went down to 9 or whatever. It's all still there.
Atrocious. That's another thing when you watch the press secretary or anything about that administration. They're like, well, Americans are loving the economy. How out of touch are you with the voter base? There's no one loving the economy and the middle class or the lower class. And it puts them so out of touch with people who are moderates, who are in that middle section. They're like, you're full of shit. Because they see it. There's grocery prices are outrageous.
I know. I go to the grocery store.
Groceries.
I put groceries in this house. I know.
It's bad.
I know. I can't afford to eat.
Your president is telling you everything is all right. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad across the board. And if these freaking idiots don't see that, I don't know. The people you gotta switch are the people in the middle. Your independents, your moderates in the middle, because they're the ones that sway elections. People on the left and people on the right, they're set in their ways. It is what it is. They're gonna vote their party lines no matter what.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the road people. It's the suburban moms that are destroying this country.
If women didn't vote, it would be a red wave. But
if women lost the right to vote, would be amazing. It would be amazing.
We're gonna edit that out. That was a really dumb fucking thought.
We would literally never lose an election again. Literally never lose an election again.
We need to go back. We need to go back to the old times.
Okay. You're both done.
I'm just speaking truth, son. I'm not editing shit out. I didn't say I advocated for it. I'm saying that if they did, it would be pretty nice because we would never lose again.
Yeah, that goes against natural rights, though.
Well, really?
God, you ever?
All right, let's get on this subject because us as men and you two boys are going to have to sign up for the draft.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're not going to be able to vote anyways. So, like, you have granted, you two have a responsibility as men of this country to defend this country. Yeah, right. I truly believe that. Nor do I want women being drafted in the military. But if you guys have to sign up for the selective draft, then those broads got to do the same thing, as far as I'm concerned. I don't want women going to war. I don't want women in the military, period. But there are other jobs in the military that women could do being drafted. They could be nurses. They could be, supportive roles that aren't in combat. Women shouldn't be in combat, period. But that's the thing. You guys have to sign up for that, but women don't. They don't have to sign up for that, but yet they still get the right to vote.
Yeah, which
it's not right. And all this equality.
You're like, oh wait, that is flawed.
Well, yeah. But
if they want equal rights, then
it shouldn't be passed though. Women shouldn't be in war. They shouldn't be for the draft. I get where
I agree with that.
Like,
but is it fair?
No.
No, it's not right.
It's not fair.
No.
But life isn't fair, so.
And I think there's a lot of women that would give up the right to vote.
I 100% would think that.
If it meant they had to sign up for the draft, I guarantee a lot of women would be like, fuck, I ain't voting.
I think a lot of men would, too. I mean, think about it. Half this country don't vote. Half the country don't vote.
Oh, yeah.
So you have 150 million.
I don't want them voting unless they're involved in politics and know what they're voting for. I'm not one of those people that are going to advocate for people. Go out and get registered, just vote. I don't give a shit who you vote for. No, I don't want you doing that unless you're.
You should be at least somewhat knowing what's going on.
Yes, you have to know information about politics before you vote. Do not just go out there and here. I just pushed a button. I cast my vote.
I like the red color.
I like the green.
I like his name.
I don't vote party lines all the time.
No, because the GOP's a fucking joke, like I said.
I won't do it. Like, coming up this year, I'm going to do my due diligence, especially...
Who are you going to vote for governor?
Mike Braun.
Braun? There's a lot of Republicans.
I will vote for Mike Braun, because Braun has been a good senator. He hasn't been a senator that long. But he's been a good senator because he's voted pretty good. I don't know what his Patriot score is, but it's not super high. But he has voted for some neocon bullshit. Or voted, but... For the most part, he's voted, especially when it came to guns, he was right of guns every time. So, and when it comes to abortion and all that, he's right in line with that. So, like, those are my two big bugaboos anyways. So, killing babies and guns to kill people if I need to.
It tends to be a very big political thing. Well, right. I think what really drives elections aren't those two things at all. It's economy. Right
now, immigration. Immigration is number one right now.
It's really big right now because Americans are pissed. Like the
right, they should be.
The Lincoln Riley story.
It's Lincoln Riley, according to
our fucking jackass of a president.
Yeah.
Lincoln Riley, I think, really pissed off a lot of Americans.
It's not just her. It's not just her that's happening.
Well, I know that's not just her, but that's the story, and it's pissed off a lot of people, especially down south, like in Georgia.
There's no way that should have even happened.
It shouldn't have happened, and it's disgusting. And I feel
that piece of shit should have never been here.
No, and he should be in fucking jail or dead, and yet he's walked.
Well, if she would have had a gun, he would have been dead because she could have buried it in his fucking gullet and fucking.
Well, that's not my point.
Dump the mag into him.
Having a gun. The point is that motherfucker shouldn't be in this country in the first place.
No, he shouldn't have been.
Granted, I think women should carry, but that motherfucker shouldn't be here at all. He shouldn't be here. And the fact that our president doesn't know how to pronounce the name of that young woman is ridiculous.
Because he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a shit.
He's the one to let the cocksucker in here to begin with.
I don't see how Americans. Americans are so dumb, I swear, sometimes. We're so coddled, and we're so good. We have it all so well, and we think we're so oppressed, and we're so horrible. No, fuck you aren't. You have it so well, you can't see that simple things you have are so amazing. Go to any other country that's not like Britain or Australia.
Well,
that's my point, but...
Not even great. You don't got freedom of speech there either.
You don't got guns there.
No.
We don't got that. We don't have anything else like this country on earth. With the wealth we have, with the prosperity, with the peace, there's nothing else. And yet, us as Americans, especially our generation, a lot of our generation, shits on our country.
It's because of lack of knowledge due to that.
It fucking pisses me off to no end.
Lack of, just...
I was already in the military, and I had to, before I turned 18, before I got the selective service draft card, I'm like, why do I even got to fill this out? I'm already in the military, but I still had to fill the green card out and send it back in.
I like you as an American, if you want to vote or if you want to do anything, you should be able to do simple, like how immigrants. You
should have to pass the civics test.
You should, and if you can't fucking know, and I'm not saying like math and English, I'm saying
a civics test.
Exactly.
You got to know how the government works. You got to know the branches of government. You got to know. You should know basic shit. You have to build. You ought to build. As a high schooler, you guys ought to have to take a test like that. You guys ought to have to take a civics test.
That's the point. If you don't know jack shit about our history or how our country works, why the hell do you get to reap the benefits of it? I don't care if you're an American. I mean, you don't do anything.
It's just all about TikTok.
Service guarantee.
It's all about TikTok. Exactly.
Service guarantee citizenship.
They will never do that. No. This isn't Helldivers.
All right, let's not compare Helldivers to one of the greatest novels of all time.
What? Starship Troopers?
Yes.
Helldivers is awesome, though.
It is not Starship
Freedom
Troopers.
and democracy.
Starship Troopers is the greatest.
Okay, Starship Troopers is awesome, but Helldivers is cool as shit.
The movie wasn't as good as the novel, but
Starship Troopers is cool, but you've never played Helldivers. You haven't seen
service guarantee citizenship.
democracy. When it's not democracy at all.
It's pretty much like the.
I'd be willing to go.
Yeah, it's like a dictator.
I'd be willing to go back to a time when you had to be a landowner to vote in this country.
Oh my God.
Back in the 1800s.
You had to have stake in the game. You had to have.
Yeah.
I mean, you did. You had to have a vested interest in this country.
At that time, it wasn't. You had to have land. You had to be a white landowner.
No.
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes.
That's not true.
What the fuck you mean not true?
That's not
What
true.
the fuck you mean not? Yes,
You think there was
Fuck
not?
no.
You think there's not other people than white people in this country? Its whole history.
What are you yapping
One
about?
land of immigrants.
What are you yapping about? When that was fucking in it. Oh my God.
Do you honestly think back then when that was the rule that there was not other people other than white people that owned land?
You're so smart, dude.
Bullshit.
That was like 5. And if they weren't blacks, like African Americans, or
Let's not use that term because African American is bullshit compared. If
I
I'm
think
going
you're
to
an
talk
American. I agree.
right. I am not going to call someone a Mexican American, a freaking Latin American, whatever the hell they want to
It
use.
should just be no race.
You're American.
You're an American. You're a human being. You're
Right.
not. You're defined by the color of your
Well,
skin.
you're not a human being. You're American.
Fuck you mean you're not a human
You're
being?
not a human being, you're an
That means-
alien.
That sounds like.
That's the meaning. You're not a human being.
No, that sounds like freaking one party world domination shit. There, you're a human being. We're all the same.
He is a human. What are you fucking talking
We're
about?
all the same. We're all one big government family.
What are you talking about?
You over here propagating freaking
Yeah,
Yeah.
Super Earth.
uniparty shit over here.
Totalitarianism.
Super Earth.
Yeah, supreme leader of Earth and shit.
Yeah. That's what Caleb's gonna be.
I mean, it's patriotism.
That's patriotism.
Yeah.
I wish I could be supreme leader of Earth. That'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
That'd be the greatest
That would
day
be-
ever.
I know.
You guys want to talk about freedoms? You're gonna get all of them.
Yeah.
That means that all landowners.
The only landowner. What a great dictator. All the rich are gonna be like, yes. That's such a.
No, the rich people are going to be pissed because I'm letting everybody have every gun imaginable. There's no more gun laws on anything. Like you can own,
homeless Joe in the street.
you can own
Yeah,
it.
Joe gets a gun.
If you can afford it, you can buy a nuclear weapon. In my
what the fuck are you
administration,
talking about?
because nuclear weapons
okay, no,
are legal owned.
We're not doing that.
How is the Second Amendment
Oh my
written?
God. Not. Hey, you can have nuke.
I feel like a nuke is like.
What?
I think
It's a weapon.
It's
Let's draw the line on the nuke.
No, it's not.
I think it should be.
No,
I think
if
that. Oh God.
if you're a Second Amendment absolutist,
Mm.
which means all arms is any arms that you can have. All arms. That includes nuclear weapons, bombs, machine guns, flamethrowers,
Fuck
rocket
nuclear
launchers,
weapon.
whatever.
Like, I don't think George Washington would have imagined that everyone has a fucking nuke and kill like millions and billions of people.
Okay.
Oh God.
Do private citizens own nuclear weapons now?
No, Dad. No shit.
No, yeah,
Yes,
no.
they do.
Who?
Are the companies that build nuclear weapons private citizens? And do they own those before they sell them to the government? Yes.
So you want corporations to have them?
They're still private citizens.
Yeah, but they're corporations. Corporations are corrupt like the government. I don't want to hear like this. Like
My point is, you were arguing that private citizens can't own nuclear
they
weapons.
shouldn't.
Private citizens own nuclear weapons right now. Because the corporations are privately owned. They're not government
What are you
owned.
yapping about?
I'm not saying that I want everyone in the world to own
You were
nuclear
just
weapons.
arguing for it.
But if
You were just like-
I'm also a Second Amendment absolutist.
Oh my
So that means you can own whatever is available.
Not a nuke.
No, you should be able to own a nuclear weapon.
So fucking done.
I feel like a nuke is like.
I think that's obsessive.
No, it's not.
Who the fuck? Why do you need a nuke?
Where are you going to draw the line?
Not nuke.
Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line?
No nuke. That's the line. No big ass bomb. You can't have big bomb that destroys city. I think that's a good.
It's kind of like machine guns.
God.
Like you can still own machine guns, which technically is bullshit anyways, because you can't own a machine gun that's older than 1986. Because thanks a lot, Ronald Reagan. I love you, but you suck. The fucking Hughes Amendment was a bullshit fucking thing and should have never fucking happened.
Well,
and it's horse shit.
You're the one that voted for him, so.
I literally did not vote for Ronald Reagan because I wasn't old enough to vote for Ronald Reagan.
That's why we should give 4.
No, I was.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
I was just born the year he was
and then
first elected.
You were 4. Or
No,
3.
not quite. I was 3.
So I think we should let children vote, honestly.
There we go.
Imagine, dude.
That's something else we need to rectify is adult age. Is adult age 18 or is adult age 21?
Okay, that's actually fair.
I mean, yeah. I feel like
It should just be 18.
Okay,
or it should
so
be 21. There should be no more of this. Well, you're a legal adult, but you can't drink. What the fuck does that mean?
And well, now you can't buy alcohol or tobacco until you're 21.
Did you know that you have to be 18 to get super glue?
Shut the hell up.
You have to be 18 to buy
I'm
lighter.
so fucking serious.
Because of sniffing super glue?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Or you can, I guess, super glue someone? I don't fucking know.
It's the same with Tide Pods because everybody started eating Tide Pods.
You have to be 18 to buy Tide Pods?
You have to be 18 to buy lighters.
Yeah. And you have to you have to be 18 to buy Brake Clean because people huff it. And Dust Cleaner. The dust stuff.
Well, that's funny. That just makes you talk. That just makes you talk like a.
No,
fucking,
well, the government has
it talks real low.
But,
it's the opposite of helium.
I mean, it just shows like restrictions. Like
there shouldn't be restrictions on that.
Like I don't know if it was like Walmart itself that does that, or if it's like
I don't know. I don't think it's a government thing.
I think it's the stores that actually has the ability to do that. Which
well, Walmart breaks the law every day because they won't sell ammo to under 18 in it, or is it 21 or 18 or something like that?
I don't know.
They don't sell pistol ammo anymore, which is retarded. But yet you're selling me 30 6 that'll reach out for 2 miles and drop someone from a fucking 2 miles away. But you won't sell me 9mm that won't go by fucking 200 yards.
It's just I think it's the store that's doing that. I don't know if it's the government itself.
It's the store.
I think it is the store. I don't know. I don't really
right,
know.
because you two, when you turn 18, can start carrying pistols.
Right.
But you can neither one go buy a fucking pistol until you're 21. So tell me how the fuck that works.
It doesn't make sense whatsoever.
So I mean, you're only a half-ass adult at 18. You don't actually become an adult until 21.
Here's what you should do.
And technically, you don't even become an adult until 25 because you can't even rent a car. I don't think until you're 25.
Which is actually insane.
Like, how the fuck are you supposed to get transportation?
How are you supposed to start a family? Say you're married at 21, you got a family and kids, but you can't go on vacation with your family because you can't rent a car. How retarded is that? It doesn't make any sense.
That's me.
It's just because their generation is the best.
I mean, and Gen Z is the best.
No, I think that's been the law for a while, but my point is it's stupid.
We need to make this super Earth.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you used to be able to drink. At one time, you used to be able to drink at 18. I think adult age should be 18, period.
You still can drink at 18. It just has to be on private property.
No, you legally can't drink at 18.
Pretty sure you can.
No, drinking age is 21.
No, on private property.
No.
I'm 90% sure.
I am not going to go toe-to-toe with a cop and be like, hey, I just gave my 18-year-old alcohol, but
it's on private property. That's my point.
It ain't going to matter.
I'm pretty sure it does, but okay.
I'm going to jail if that was the case.
Whatever, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure.
I would tell a cop to get fucked if they pulled in my driveway. You can get the fuck out of here. Come back with a warrant, bitch.
It's on private property. They can't do anything. I'm pretty sure.
Is that the same as taxing my property even though I paid for it every year? It's still theft.
Okay, then you can blame the goddamn government.
This whole argument was about Gen Z versus like.
No, we just shit on the government.
Right. Well, that's what I do every
I mean,
day.
that's the issue with the world. Just fuck the government, honestly.
Right.
Most issues would be solved if it wasn't so.
We should be anarchists.
Yeah, I'm on the border. I'm on the border of that. I'm on the border of that.
It's like one of our.
I can see the benefits of being anarcho society.
What the fuck's the benefit?
Unlimited liberty.
That's it. That's fucking it.
And then we'll be able to give nukes to everyone.
But you also can't have an actual liberty society without God-fearing people. So you have to have religious people to have liberty. Because they have to answer to a higher thing. So, like, they know that they have to answer to God when their day comes. So they're gonna... Excuse me?
Nuh-uh.
Anyways.
Like, hedonists and freaking secular people cannot live in liberty. Like, if this whole country was secular, it could not maintain. It couldn't happen. You can't have liberty without religious people.
Nuh-uh.
Why are you even arguing with me?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't argue with him.
To think you came from my loins.
What the fuck?
This is so like.
I don't know what you're doing, Dad.
I know. Sometimes I want to put my size 11 up your ass.
That's not very PG of you.
Yeah.
Kind of racist.
YouTube doesn't like that.
YouTube doesn't.
YouTube doesn't even give a shit about me because my channel's too small. So
You have a peony channel.
Peony.
A peony?
Puny little channel. It's because you don't play Lethal Company.
The f is that?
That would be actually like.
That would be a goated video.
What the hell is
you play
that?
Lethal Company?
What is it?
It's like a really funny horror game. It's really fun to play.
I feel like our generation's games are a lot better than compared to like
older games.
Yeah.
Well, graphics wise, for sure.
I mean, Lethal Company for example.
Story wise,
yeah,
they've gotten
100%.
better.
Yeah.
100%.
Outside of the Hideo, what's that guy's name?
Kojima.
The one that did all the Metal Gear Solids. What's his name?
Kojima.
Is that right? Is that what it is? Okay. Couldn't remember his last name. I knew it was Hideo or something, but that dude's a fucking legend.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Because Metal Gear Solid is the shit. You know how many hours I've got vested in Metal Gear
I don't
Solid?
really care for Metal Gear Solid. I think it's kind of boring.
Right, because you don't like any kind of like actual thinking games.
What are you fucking talking about?
I just like brain dead, brain rot, explosions and shit.
Yeah, well, Lethal Company, for example, the graphics aren't.
You hate RPGs.
I like Skyrim. What are you talking about? That's an RPG.
Skyrim is a really good game.
It's not the same kind of RPG I grew up on.
Okay, it's not.
RPGs are different than.
It's not fucking turn-based. That's what your issue is with it. It's not like Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is the greatest game of all time.
That's a turn-based RPG.
The greatest game of all time.
Okay, well, anyways.
Well, not all of them, but like 7, 8, 9, greatest games of all time.
Haven't they remastered those, or aren't they going to?
I think all three of them are remastered at this
7, 8,
point.
9.
Yeah. I know they're remastering Battlefront.
Oh yeah, the original Battlefront Star Wars games, like from the 2000s.
Oh really?
Yeah, the remastering.
doing
Those were fun. Those were fun games.
Yeah, the newer ones that they came out in like 2016, those are shit. Don't ever buy those. Those are dog shit.
Like I feel like with like the games now, like with the big corporations.
Corporations are losing though. This last year,
yeah,
it's
finally came to a full circle.
People are tired of spending $80 on a Call of Duty that sucks ass.
Well, look at Hideo Kojima or Kojima.
Kojima. You can't even say it.
I'm not fucking Japanese. Sorry.
Hideo Kojima.
I want to go there, but
watch me pronounce it wrong this whole time.
right.
Hideo Kojima. I think it's better.
If he's saying it wrong, make sure you chastise his ass in the comments.
But like,
he's independent now.
Yeah,
like he left Sony, and now he's independent, and he just does whatever the hell he wants.
But like COD's new game, Modern Warfare 3, is fucking atrocious. Like it's so ungodly bad.
It's because corporations now, like before back then when they first started, like Activision and all that, they were focusing more on the quality of the game.
And fun.
Now it's more focused on
how to make money.
faster production, less quality, and how to make the most money possible with like transactions and like in-game cosmetic bullshit. Because all of it's now is like COD before didn't have like fucking Cardi B. Like you could play as Cardi B or some shit.
You can play as Cardi B.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can
No,
play as
you
Cardi
can
B.
actually You could be playing as the Armored Titan fighting Cardi B, doing a TikTok. I'm being so fucking honest.
But it would cost you money.
All right, now see, my generation wins this out. That sucks because that's all from your guys' shit.
Hey, but like, who doesn't want to?
Or
Who
millennials.
doesn't want to kill Cardi B and COD?
But it's so bad. Though.
She's
it is
such a
It's
subhuman piece of
Like we
shit.
notice it's bad. It's just funny as
It's
shit.
the thing that pisses me off is like Aiden. He buys Madden every year, and every year Madden gets worse. And for some fucking reason,
Reading.
shut up. For some reason, people just buy Madden and CODs. I don't get why. It's so dog shit. Like, it's actually so dog shit. It's just the same game that gets worse over time. But, like, in the last, like, year, like, first there was Lethal Company that exploded from some unknown developer.
He was actually a Roblox developer. Did
Yeah, I
you
know.
that?
Yeah, it's
That
actually
is
insane.
crazy.
And he made this fun game. There's nothing great about it. It's just fun to play. It's a fun game. It's funny. You have a good time on it. It's $10.
What is it?
Lethal Company.
It's basically.
Is it a first-person shooter?
No.
No, it's a horror. It's basically how it works.
Or it's like Five Nights at Freddy's?
No.
No, it's not
Oh.
that.
It's not that.
It's not like that. Five Nights at Freddy's is more of
That's
like
that's a whole different subject.
I don't know. I never played either one, so I'm asking questions here.
So basically, you start out on this ship, right? And your goal is
Spaceship?
Yeah.
Boat ship? What?
Spaceship.
Okay.
And you're working for a company. And you have a weekly 3-day quota, and you have to get items on the planet to meet that quota.
So
Some items are worth more, some are worth less.
And scrap. Basically, you're collecting scrap for the company.
It doesn't sound fun.
So you're a scrapper.
Yeah, and the company doesn't give a shit about you. So, but like
Sounds like aliens.
So like you got 4 people. You can go up to like 1 to 4 people in the base vanilla game. There's mods that make more people, but so the vanilla game, you spawn in with 4 people. You go in the building, and you're trying to just collect scrap. But the thing is, the monsters, there's like fucking 13 different monsters, and they can randomly spawn, especially on the harder moons, because you go different moons.
Right.
They're like, it's so funny, like, because like the Bracken, for example, he'll stalk your ass, and his AI is like actually stalking you, and he knows where you are at all times, and he'll come like me and Caleb will play, and we'll be talking and just boom, silence, because the voice chat isn't like all map, it's proximity.
It's called proximity. Basically.
So like
I
how it
got
is
you.
in real life.
I got you.
Yeah.
So like I'll be talking to him, and you just hear muffles and his fucking neck's broken, and it drags him away. And it's so fucking terrifying.
Right, and how they designed it was they designed it with kind of not like the highest like quality of,
Like graphics.
but they made it kind of like creepy, like retro,
And it's
in a
dark
way.
as shit.
Right, and it makes it like like the mood of it makes it like
It's eerie. But
Eerie.
we had mods all to it. So we got like capybaras and shit.
yeah. There's a way you can customize it to your own potential or whatever you want it to be.
But the game's so fun. It's a $10 game that's super just fun. Like there's no microtransactions. It's just complete fun, and you can play with your friends for a long. You can play that fucking game all night.
Yeah, that's another thing that's different is like with our generation, there's a lot of like customization and stuff like that with games. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I have no idea.
He's never played with mods
No.
ever.
No.
He's never had.
Well,
a PC.
I'm saying it's like different though, because like you could just easily just download this one app that connects all of the people's minds.
See, I come from like Atari 2600.
We didn't have PCs
Right, yeah.
like that could do that back then. Now,
Right.
I mean, people will go in the game.
No, my PC game was Oregon Trail.
That's pretty good. I mean, Oregon Trails is a classic.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good for what it is. To be
I
honest.
used to play that in like, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd grade, somewhere in there.
We played it like
We had
last year.
We had our like computer fucking whatever it was, like computer room or whatever you called it. And then whenever we'd play fucking Oregon Trail, like hit Y for yes or no or whatnot. And on a fucking iMac 1 or 2 or whatever hell iMac there was then. Oh yeah. God, floppy disks. Oh man.
Disgusting. These things suck.
floppy disk. And I remember when we went from floppy disk to freaking the hard drive disks, the little bit smaller, like 4x4 squared hard disks.
I'm glad.
But they were still like a floppy disk, basically, but they just had a hard shell case on them. And they were smaller. But, yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely play Lethal Company.
It's a fun game.
What's your guys' favorite all-time game? Cross platforms, whatever platforms you play.
Okay.
What's your favorite game?
I would have to go with a childhood game because I would say like when I first started was like on like the original Halo, like CE.
Xbox One.
Combat Evolved.
Yeah. First Halo.
I feel like that is probably my favorite game due to just like the nostalgic like.
That was when you both were born.
Yeah, we had the original Xbox.
Because that was like, what? Oh,
that was like 2003, actually, I think. That's when it was made.
Yeah, I guess it was 03.
I think it was 03.
I think TV shut off.
Oh,
shit.
I got too much into rambling about GOP.
But, like, I think my favorite has got to be The Last of Us. I love that game. You know I love that game. It's such a great game.
It's not even that much fun.
I grew up with it, though, which isn't a game you should grow up with, to be honest, how violent it is. And
yeah.
It's not even really that violent.
What do you mean?
I've played way more violent games than that.
Never played the second one either. That one's so violent. I don't see it on here. It's not showing up.
What?
This.
Oh, the TV?
You can look it up on there. But I'm pretty sure it is 2003 since it was that old. But we've had it.
That sounds right.
01.
01.
November 15th, 01.
Okay. But
yeah, because there was still family video or whatever. Because I've had pretty much every console that was ever made. Like I've had Atari 26, Atari 7800. I had Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. I had the Sega Genesis with the 32X attachment when you used to be able to put the 32X on top of it. So instead of getting 16 gig, you were getting 32 gig.
Ooh. It's so small now.
You never seen those before?
No.
No? It was a regular Sega Genesis with the cartridge. So then you would buy the 32X attachment. So this was basically like in between the Sega Genesis and the Sega Saturn.
So what it pretty much is like a PS Slim. Because they have PS4
No,
Slims.
it was different because this upgraded it.
That's my point. PS Slims like upgraded the console a little bit before they went to the next console.
I guess, but this basically doubled the graphics on it because it was a 16 gig to a 32 gig. So you would put this attachment and it went down into the cartridge. It mounted on top like you were putting a cartridge in. Well, then you would buy Sega 32X games to put into the 32X attachment on top of your Sega Genesis. So essentially doubled the capacity of it.
Jeez.
That is so complex.
It is really complex.
Yeah. And then you could have Game Genie on top of that. So you could have like Game Genie plugged into the back of it, plus a 32X with 32X games. So you had like
modify the hell out of a console right there.
That's basically what you did. Yeah.
I'd get so pissed off.
And then 32X games were separate. You couldn't use a 32X game in a regular Sega. Like they wouldn't work because it was twice the compatibility or capacity of a 16 gig Sega Genesis. But yeah, that was all before. That was in between Sega Genesis, and then you had that, and then you went to Sega Saturn. I never got a Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn was like the first CD
I thought Sega
console.
Saturns, I thought a lot of people didn't like them back then.
Well, you also had.
I didn't think it did well.
I guess I forgot. What was the one with the little cards? It wasn't Sega. It was TurboGrafx 16.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I've never heard
No, you never heard of it? They were cards. Like instead of like a cartridge, they were cards. They were like, I would say they were like that big and that wide. It was like a little card. Like almost a credit card or like almost half the size of a credit card. So like lengthwise they were the same as a credit card, but they were like half the size. And they were about, I don't know, 1/8 inch thick, 1/4 inch thick. And then they had it was just a card. It didn't have a whole cartridge. It was just a card. And you would slide it into the front and that was the game or whatever. And it was like, Bonk's Great Adventures or whatever. It was like a caveman, and he would like hit his head and smash it or whatever. It was like Bonk was like the Super Mario of the TurboGrafx 16. The TurboGrafx 16 didn't last long. It was like one generation.
I've never heard of it.
But it came out the same time or the later end of Sega and like Super Nintendo. But like I had my mom's friend and then her kids, they had a TurboGrafx 16. So when we used to go over there, they lived over in Knox, and we used to go over there and play TurboGrafx 16. I was like, oh my god, I'd never seen this before in my life. You know, I was like a Nintendo kid or whatever. So like TurboGrafx was even before I had a Sega Genesis, so they came out about the same time. You're not even paired to the TV, but look up a TurboGrafx 16. The controllers were like square, like
I've never heard of this fucking thing.
They were square like a original Nintendo, but they had extra buttons on them. So whereas original Nintendo controller had 2 buttons, you know, and a D-pad, these had like 4 buttons. They were more like a Super Nintendo, I should suppose.
You can get one for $300.
Oh, really? Dude, I want another Turbo. I want one. That'd be awesome. Yep, that's it. That's a TurboGrafx 16.
I've probably seen it before in like a pawn shop.
Yeah.
But dude, I would buy one if I saw one.
That's cool.
Dude, that brings back childhood memories.
That's great. Dad, what's your favorite game then of all time?
My favorite game of all time.
Favorite game of all time.
That's hard to pin down because
It's hard.
I'm across a lot of platforms for that.
Is it gonna be like a childhood one?
Which one I probably played the most out of all my life?
Oh, then that's Apex.
Huh?
If it was most hours played, then it's Apex.
Most hours played? Then that's like definitely a Final Fantasy game because I have the most hours in Final Fantasy. But I wouldn't say Final Fantasy is probably my favorite game of all time. I'd probably have to go with the Batman games. The
Those
Arkham
are really
games.
good.
The Arkham games. I have a lot of hours in those games, but like I've replayed all of them, like completely.
You've 100%ed them, which is insane.
Right, I've 100%ed 1 and 2, and then I never played Origins. So, but Origins wasn't from the same.
Oh, yeah, that was the one no one liked.
Yes, it was not the same, and I've not played the one on.
I've not played it either.
PS5 or 4? I think it was on 4. I think it was on PS4. I never played that because I had a PS4 for a little bit and then I got rid of it. So
they're
basically into PS4, PS5 games. I've never really played much.
Those Batman games are really fun.
They are so much fun.
They did a great job with that.
I never played them.
You never played them?
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh my god, they're so great.
He fucking loves them.
Never played.
He's an Xbox kid.
Yeah, I've got one Xbox.
See, not me. The only Xbox I've had was one, just because I wanted to play Halo, and you had to have an Xbox to play Halo.
The original Xbox, not Xbox One.
No, yeah, their names are
I hate
retarded.
Their Xbox names.
Retarded.
They're so fucking stupid.
Yeah. And then I got you the 360.
That's my first console.
Was a 360, and so whatever you could play up to 360 was the last Xbox I had. So
Halo 3, man.
That was the last.
That is in my top 5 favorite games. I fucking love Halo 3.
They are really good.
Halo 3 is the best Halo.
I would say out of first-person shooters, Halo is probably my favorite. If I had to go first-person shooters, Halo is probably my favorite.
Reach was really good.
Reach is really good. Have you ever played Reach?
I played Reach on your 360.
Did you play the whole game though?
Probably not.
You need to.
Yeah, the whole campaign.
I don't have an Xbox.
I keep forgetting to bring mine over.
I keep telling you to bring it over because I want to play. I want to replay all. I want to start at the beginning and play Halo 1 all the way through.
Well, you need to start.
I want to replay them all
because the series chronologically starts at Reach because Reach is
I know because it's backwards. It's
Reach is so fucking good. It's a great. It doesn't have Chief in it, but it's
right. It has
it's so good.
What other
Noble Team? I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play as Noble, which is the guy that gives. What does he do? He just basically is trying to transport Cortana to all the way to Master Chief towards the end. I think that's what happens, and they're going through that whole.
Well, Reach at the beginning of the game, they don't know what the Covenant is. The Covenant find us first.
So this is before the Covenant attacks?
No, they are. This is the first attack because Reach is the first planet that gets glassed.
Oh, okay.
Because
I don't remember the whole storyline.
But because you haven't done a Halo Deep Dive lore. video.
Yeah,
Those are so fucking cool.
I'm not that into
They're
it.
actually cool as hell. It's like actually watching a movie. They're so fun to watch.
Yeah, and then Holly or whatever her name is develops Cortana.
Home?
Home? Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking remember.
Holly Holm is a UFC fighter.
I don't know.
He's fucking with it.
Yeah.
Well, you know the bitch. The
bitch!
The scientist that develops Cortana. Her name
who made Master Chief in the whole Spartan program.
Yeah. It goes through this whole...
Is she on the show?
Girl.
Is that?
It's that girl.
Okay.
She's in the games.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's been so long since I played them.
I think it goes through where she develops like Cortana, and then.
But the whole game's fun as hell.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Right.
Because like you have like teammates. You actually have people with you like pretty much all the time. You're never alone. But the AI suck. But the whole team aspect's fun. But like at the end, it's such a sad ending. But it's such a good game. It's really good game. Some of the mechanics, like the fucking how you have to have a attachment to sprint, pisses me off. That pisses me off. But
it was something new that they did.
But it's really good. You need to play Reach.
Reach was the last game.
I've never played ODST. Have you played ODST?
I played ODST.
Is it good?
It's kind of almost the same as Reach, but you're as a Marine though.
You're a lot weaker.
Yeah. Oh right, so you're not a Spartan.
You're not fucking super Spartan.
You're not Chief who can just.
So you don't have a shield as a Marine either, then, do you?
You have like a tiny bit of shield, but it's so much like less. Like if you get like shot like 4 times,
the fucking jackal.
It's like you're done.
Yeah, Legendary. I tried Legendary on. No,
the jackal snipers are gonna rape your ass.
Even when I was playing, because that was my first experience with online play. Was like
Halo.
Xbox One, Halo. Playing online against like 12-year-olds that would decimate my ass.
12-year-olds are goated, dude. I don't get it. Like that's like the perfect gaming age.
That's peak gaming. Is 12 years old.
Because like even at 18, your reaction time's slightly slower.
Right, you're slightly That's like peak hand-eye coordination is 12 years old. After that, you're fucking shit. You're done. You can't play online games anymore after that. You're basically shit.
Me and Caleb were pretty good at online games, so we just.
I can remember because I even had a headset back in the day on Xbox One when I was.
I love the trash.
Before I was living here, before I was married to your mother, and I was playing on a projection 55-inch TV, and online. It was like the first online experience, and where you actually had to hook the LAN line right into the computer because that was before Wi-Fi. So like. And I would get my ass kicked in like 2 seconds by 12-year-olds. They're talking shit. Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker! I'm like,
it, dude. It's so funny.
They're already. This is original racial slur.
Dude,
like
bad.
You suck. Yeah, and I'm like, how old are you? Fucking 12-year-old living in your mom's basement.
Dude, it's funny as shit.
I'm like 22 years old. Like.
And he's shitting on you.
You're right, he's shitting on me. I'm like, and that was my extent with playing online, and I like basically never played online again.
You would hate it now, because people are really good at most games now.
Yeah, but they have like these like mechanics and shit that people do now. Like
people are so much better in online games.
Like
I don't doubt it.
Fucking zipping and zapping and shit.
Like when we play Apex.
I tried playing that stupid fucking game you guys play, and it's fucking gay.
You didn't know the controls at all and what was going on.
And I lasted half a second and
you
died.
You didn't die to anybody. You died to Storm. You died to the fucking Storm damage.
Oh yeah, because it
condenses the lobby down, so it's not as big.
Yeah.
But Apex, like, because PC players can only.
Most people that are older do not play Apex.
I disagree.
There's some streamers.
I don't know.
There's a lot.
I know a lot of 20-something and 30-something-year-old guys that play online, and they don't play Apex. They're like, that's gay. They play COD.
Yeah, exactly.
They play COD.
Faggots.
See, and that's what they think about you guys. Playing Apex.
We don't like COD players. COD players are dumb.
I just think COD is just not good.
It's such shit. It's overhyped shit. There's no good COD.
It was always fucking great when I was younger.
Well, it's not great anymore.
Like the original Modern Warfares and stuff like that.
What do you think's like the last even good COD? Black Ops 2?
Modern Warfare 2? Modern Warfare 3?
Probably around 3, yeah. I like Modern Warfare 3.
I like Black Ops better than the Modern Warfares.
I like Black Ops 1 because it's set during Vietnam.
You ever played Black Ops 2?
Probably.
It's fucking amazing. It's got the best zombies, the best multiplayer. This is just best all around. It's the best game. I think that is the best COD.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. That's kind of.
I like World War II. Like,
why can't we get a modern World War II one where it's
did.
like good?
They did
like,
it, but it was shit. So
actually, I disagree. The story was good. Like the campaign, I thought was pretty decent.
No, I want like I'm talking like let's do another modern World War II one, but like by today's standards of a COD. You know what I mean? Like,
oh well, it's gonna be shit then.
Yeah.
Well,
no, like it's gonna be horrible.
It's gonna be horrible because
all modern
they're
COD
gonna introduce
is.
Cardi B, and Cardi B is gonna be like.
No, I don't mean like that.
But my point is that
I want historically accurate military games.
Well, then get Arma.
Arma is a really good.
I would love to see because like you like the Black Ops, and the Black Ops were set during Vietnam, which I love Vietnam stories because no one does Vietnam stories. Or like Korea. I'd like to see a Korean one. I think a Korean.
I don't think they've done a Korean.
No one's ever done a Korean game. There's never been a Korea game.
Mm-mm.
At least not mainstream one.
I mean, yeah, they did. Arma did like.
I would love to see a Korea one, especially like
Arma, because Arma has like the Nam shit.
Like when Sergeant Reckless and the horse that was carrying all the fucking up the mountain when the Marines were trying to hold outpost. Was it Outpost Vegas or Outpost?
I don't know Korean War very well at all.
Either way, so the mountain ridge that's in Korea that runs across North-South Korea. Well, these one Marine platoons, they had Sergeant Reckless. They got this horse. They got this horse in Korea because they were on top of this mountain ridge, and this between the Chinese, because the Chinese had already pushed down in and helping the North Koreans.
Yeah.
So they had to hold this mountain ridge. Like, they had to hold it. So the Marines, and this horse is part of the story. Sergeant Reckless was it.
Part of the story.
Famous horse.
I've heard
this,
of him.
Yes. Well, this horse hauled, I don't know how many fucking thousands of rounds of anti-tank rounds, like, up the mountain. Because a man couldn't do it. The horse could carry, like, I don't know how many pounds of rounds. So this horse can't ran up and down, getting shot at, and they were trying to take out Sergeant Reckless. And the Marines were like... The Marines were defending this mountain top.
Horse.
But like a game on North Korea and South Korea and us and China would be awesome.
Some, but they're probably not big mainstream.
I don't think there's any. I've never heard of a Korean
probably not good games.
war game.
Yeah, Arma did a Korean mod that they did. It's like it's kind of like the Vietnam one.
The Vietnam one's fucking.
Both of those wars irritate me to no end because the amount of men that we lost to defend these two countries from communism, and we can only...
Nam is even more of a shit show.
It is. It's fucking horse shit. The amount of men we lost, when we could have went in there, full army down, tanks, boots on the ground, and just pushed all the way to fucking North Vietnamese, and just wiped them bitches out, and all we did was just send men into it. LBJ in his cocksucking White House office, like, oh, here, just sit here. Send another 250,000 men to their death with shit, piss poor intelligence. Let's just let them men get fucking killed. When all we had to do, we ain't won a war since World War II. We literally ain't won a war since World War II.
LBJ is one of the worst presidents of all time.
For sure.
LBJ, Woodrow Wilson.
What a fucking sack of dog shit.
Oh, they're horrible presidents.
Roosevelt sucked dick too. Second Roosevelt, not first Roosevelt.
I don't think Roosevelt is as bad as those two nearly.
He was a fucking communist socialist piece of shit.
But he did keep the country together during the war.
No, you want to know who won the war? The fucking British man won the fucking war.
Oh my god! Either way, Roosevelt is not as bad as he's not even in the top 5 worst presidents.
No, Calvin Coolidge is the greatest president ever in history of the world.
Are you stupid?
No, literally Calvin Coolidge is the greatest president ever. Look up Calvin Coolidge, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, Calvin Coolidge is the greatest president in history.
I think, no doubt, LBJ's on the list of worst top 5 presidents.
Oh, for sure. I would put Obama above LBJ. That's how shitty Obama was.
No. I don't think he's worse. I don't know. That's hard, because LBJ got a lot of men killed. But so did Obama. Obama killed a lot of people.
Obama killed a lot of babies. He killed a lot of children.
Middle Easterners. Say that. I don't know, because Obama's a shitty president.
He drone striked everybody.
Oh, yeah, he's like,
oh, drone strike. Drone strike.
I don't know if Joe Biden's in.
Here, let's give Iran billions of dollars to kill our allies, Israel.
It's so fucking brain dead.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Bro's an idiot.
What that was, but
I don't know what that was.
Well, it's because Democrats are anti-Semitic. They hate Jews. So anything to disrupt Israel, Democrats are all about it. Yeah. Republicans are the only ones that support Israel. I don't give a shit what any of them Democrats say. They're all anti-Semites. They fucking hate Jews.
I'm looking at all the presidents. I don't know every president.
Calvin Coolidge is the greatest of all time.
Which president was he?
Right before the Depression.
There he is.
oh yeah, I know him. We learned
What
about
the
him.
hell did he do?
Keep it cool with Coolidge.
I don't even remember what he did.
He was probably
Oh god.
the most liberty-minded freedom president ever. Like,
Well, after that we got Herbert Hoover. So.
Herbert.
oh yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously he wasn't-
Herbert Hoover was a piece of shit. The CIA, FBI.
Then we got Roosevelt for 8 years. Then Truman.
Truman sucked too. Yeah,
The Eisenhower. I forget about Eisenhower.
Eisenhower was during World War II.
He was general.
I forget about him.
Yeah.
Kennedy dies.
Kennedy might have been a decent president had he survived and not got shot.
Was president for a decent chunk of time.
Not really. What? 2 years? 2.5 years?
That's not my point.
He didn't really last that long.
No.
The CIA killed him.
Damn right they did.
Lyndon B. Johnson, the dumb president.
Probably top 2 worst president of all time was LBJ.
He's bad. Nixon's really, I think.
Nixon was a great president. I don't give a shit what anybody says about Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was one of the greatest presidents ever.
Okay, I don't know. Great.
He was amazing.
He wasn't as bad as people think he is.
The only reason he fucking resigned was over the White. And Watergate wasn't shit compared to like what they're doing to Trump. Watergate wasn't shit.
I don't really care.
And he wasn't even involved in Watergate. It was his fucking guys that were working for him were like, oh, we gotta do this. We gotta get Nixon reelected. Nixon wasn't even involved in Watergate, and he still resigned over Watergate, even though he wasn't even involved in it.
About Ford. I forget what Ford even did.
Gerald Ford?
Gerald R. Ford.
Gerald R. Ford was just like
There.
put there. Like
Yeah, I think
he wasn't. I'm not gonna ever call Gerald Ford a bad president.
Carter.
Carter was top 3 worst presidents of all
I
time.
forget what Carter did either. There's so many fucking.
He's a socialist piece of shit, racist fuck. Fuck Jimmy Carter and his house building fake bullshit. Fuck Jimmy Carter. Socialist communist fuck.
What are you talking about?
Fucking hate Jimmy Carter.
And there's Reagan, our senior Bush, Clinton.
Bush. My list of presidents is the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Calvin Coolidge, number 1.
What's with Calvin Coolidge?
Coolidge is number 1.
Why?
Reagan, number 2.
What? Whoa! Wait a fucking minute. Why the hell isn't George Washington on fucking number 1?
Oh, yeah. That was probably dumb.
Or fucking Lincoln.
All right. Washington, Coolidge, Lincoln, Reagan.
Fucking Coolidge.
I'm just look up Calvin Coolidge and what he believed in.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
I like Thomas Jefferson for the Second Amendment, but he was also kind of an anti-Second Amendment guy, which was kind of retarded because he was the one that created the Second
That
Amendment.
makes no sense. How
He
is
had a
he
ton of slaves too.
I don't give a fucking rat's ass about any of those guys that owned slaves.
But also, he did.
It was the
he
time.
Let all of
It
his
was the
slaves.
time.
He let all of his slaves free when he died. Like Washington.
So did Washington.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Washington was the okay. Washington is.
Number-
I do have him literally
He's
on the
number
wall.
fucking 1.
He's
man.
literally right
He's
there.
number 1.
Look how badass he looks, fucking crossing the Delaware in that ice. Like we're going to slit Hessian throats right now
Fucking
on Christmas.
Germans.
They were Hessians. I mean,
They were Germans.
I know they were German, but
They were like fucking mercenaries.
they
German
were
mercenaries.
they were literally mercenaries. Yes.
They were literally mercenaries. Yeah. Andrew Johnson. I forget some of these sons of bitches. I want to learn like every president. I
Well,
know a
then-
lot.
Go through the history and learn about each president.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you, Calvin Coolidge is my hero.
My hero is Lyndon B. Johnson.
All you gotta do is look at his policies. Have you looked at? Did you look at Coolidge's policies?
No, I'm not going to either.
Well, then don't talk shit about Calvin Coolidge.
From 1923 to
Keep it cool with Coolidge.
Obviously, he didn't do a great job during the Depression.
No, he got ousted as president.
He was president for 5 fucking years.
The damage has already been done. He was trying to fucking save it.
It was before.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to know what caused the Great Depression? I will explain to you what caused the Great Depression.
No. Woodrow Wilson? That's who fucking caused it.
Well, yes, part of
Woodrow Wilson is one of the worst
What
presidents.
really caused the Great Depression was the credit system that became in, and everyone was buying everything on credit.
Wilson.
Everyone was buying everything.
Everyone was buying everything.
I know, but people didn't have to do it. People didn't have to create that.
It was their own fault.
Right. But that's what created the Great Depression, was everyone bought everything on fucking credit. It didn't matter what it was. Furniture, fucking everything. They racked it up and then, oh shit, I can't pay this shit back. And then
and stock market
fucking collapsed.
Yeah.
Everything collapsed.
Was it Black Thursday or?
I mean, there was a lot.
Tuesday?
There was a.
The market crashed.
Yeah, I can't remember what day it was, but yeah.
Tuesday or Thursday.
But there was a lot of people that made a shit ton of money during the fucking crash too. They were fucking raking in the dough.
Yeah, most of them.
They were playing the stock market smartly. That was like made out fucking generational wealth from the Great Depression.
Well, Woodrow Wilson is no doubt a fucking horrible.
Oh, he's fucking horrible.
He's like
horrible.
Really fucking racist.
Horrible. Oh yeah,
he was
really bad.
He was.
So was Jimmy fucking Carter. That guy was a fucking racist piece of shit. I fucking hate Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Fuck Jimmy Carter. In his fucking fake build houses for fucking. Oh wait, no, because you hate black people because you're a racist piece of shit.
I can't.
Fuck Jimmy Carter.
Wilson, like he went the country backwards.
I know.
He was fucking atrocious.
All right, so first term of Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, or first fucking Roosevelt. First term, amazing. Second term Roosevelt, horrible. Worst president, one of the worst presidents ever in his second term.
Why?
Look up his policies and you'll know why. I'm not even fucking explaining it all. I'm just telling you. First term Theodore Roosevelt, one of my favorite presidents. Second term, horrible president.
Theodore Roosevelt, he's the man.
He fucked shit up because he should have never. He was running against his best fucking friend. And he tried to. He got out, and he was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm not running again." So then he puts forth like his best buddy, and then he's like, "All right, we're best friends." And then like he's like, "Oh wait a minute, no, I want to run again." So then he primaries against his best friend, fucks up, and we lose the goddamn presidency because of fucking thanks a lot, Roosevelt.
That's so smart. I mean, that's
genius. His policies went like 180. Like his first presidency, he was so good as president in the first term, and then when he tried to run again, like he flip flopped the other way.
I think Dad should be president.
Fucking I should be president.
No.
You nukes to everyone.
You motherfuckers think Trump's bad? Just wait.
You're gonna be actually bad.
If I had unlimited money and fuck you money, oh, you better fucking believe I would piss away $20 billion just to become president. I would piss it away. Yeah.
They spend way more than $20 billion to become president.
Really? Do you think Trump spent $20 billion to become president? No. Not even fucking close.
No.
Oh, I wish I could become president.
I don't.
That would be great.
You'd be horrible.
How would you not want to be in the White House and be the greatest? We'd be the greatest White House family ever.
You'd be actually so bad, Dad. I'm sorry. One thing you couldn't win moderates over. You couldn't, because you can't keep your mouth shut.
Oh, that's why I would get elected.
No, you wouldn't.
People elect Trump because
he's funny and he's got charisma.
I got both of those.
No, you don't.
I got both of those.
You're not as funny as Trump.
Oh, I could be even better than Trump.
You're not as funny as Trump.
Because I wouldn't fuck up fucking Second Amendment issues or baby issues. Those would be perfect.
Okay, we're fucking done with the Trump thing. I'm so tired of it.
Perfect.
So tired of hearing it.
People say I'm the greatest.
Some say I'm the greatest.
Some say I'm the greatest. You know,
Hillary Clinton.
I mean, I wouldn't say that about myself because I'm not conceited. But you know, some people say I'm the greatest of all time.
Because I am.
You know, basically like Lincoln. basically
better
like
than Lincoln, actually.
Better than Lincoln,
if
actually.
you take out what he did for the slaves, I'm better than Lincoln. I've done more than black families than any other president, aside from President.
He has done more for the black community than anyone else has.
Aside from Lincoln, yes.
Yeah. If black people wouldn't have quit fucking voting for Republicans at some point in time, well, I don't know why the fuck they did, but why did you literally shake the microphone for?
I wonder what it sounds
You know what that sounds like? I got to piss. I'll be back. You guys keep talking.
Alright, guys. So welcome
to the podcast.
This is the shit interview, or the intervening of...
They can hear you pissing. He has the mic. We're editing that out.
Should I go in there?
He has the mic on his fucking shirt still.
Well,
hey, dumbass, you have the mic on you still, right? You gotta edit that out.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Fucking brain dead. You actually have to edit that out. They can't hear pissing.
I'm probably gonna have to because it was just gonna be like.
Yeah, you're just. I was like, he has a mic on still, so he can't hear anything over his pissing.
That's funny.
You like his skateboard? What are you doing to the fucking microphone?
That's my hookups board.
I do like it.
That's the last board I actually skated on.
I can't skate.
I can't either.
What do you mean what
I used to. I probably can't no more.
are you doing to the fucking microphone?
I'm telling you, if that mic's all jacked up, it's all freaking Caleb's fault because he's been all over that thing.
He loves it, bro. He loves
He's
it.
over there stroking the pole. Next, he's gonna be deep throating the fucking mic.
You ever see those big ass ones? Ooh. It's okay, Dad. Get the fucking pole away.
Just set it down, son. Jesus.
Okay, Dad. So I think the next video we should do is we need to get a webcam for you. You're gonna play Lethal Company.
I don't even know what Lethal Company is.
You gotta play it.
It'll scare the shit out of you. That's for sure.
Oh, it's so. You're gonna hear a thumper coming at you, and you're gonna be fucking like, ah!
No, Silent Hill was the first game that actually scared the shit out of me.
Thumper gonna eat you.
Original Silent Hill. That was like one of the first horror games, to be honest, was Silent Hill.
Yeah, at least a really good one.
It was fucking good. Especially when it did the flip-flopping bullshit.
Fuck that.
And then you went to the fucking weird world with all the blood and the chains, and all of a sudden you're just walking the fuck along, and I was like, everything fucking freaks out. I just spilt fucking Buffalo Trace all over me.
God damn it. Here, I'll show you. It's finally working out. I'll show you Lethal Company. Here is Lethal Company.
Official trailer.
Oh yeah, we can watch the trailer. Where's the trailer at?
I don't know. I just saw official trailer right there.
I didn't know that.
10 out of 10, huh? Is it that good of a game?
Yeah.
People love it.
Really?
It's because it's such a change from the old. It's like a revolution, I would say.
I think it is. I think the gaming industry.
It's a revolution, huh?
Like
Revolution
in
of
the
gaming.
way like gaming, the big ass companies can't just fucking put shit out anymore, and these smaller studios are doing.
This company is hiring.
Is it?
Turn your phone sideways so everybody can actually see it.
You'll have your very own shit. Your very
Yeah,
own
your
train.
very own shit.
Your
That worked. Awesome.
We're having technical difficulties.
Your job, collect worthless garbage to return to the company desk. It's easy.
No one can literally see that 2-inch screen. That's loud as fuck.
I didn't know that.
You can't make it full screen or what?
I don't know. It wouldn't let me. There's the full screen.
Turn it sideways. There you go.
There's the fucking guy. He's the one that stalks you.
Yeah, and then it plays that music. The music is.
I literally am not excited about playing that.
You didn't like the goofy trailer?
No. See if there is a Silent Hill trailer. The original Silent Hill. See if there is one. And I guarantee you, the original Silent Hill trailer is way scarier than that. You
Well,
guys
it's not supposed to be
No,
scary.
you literally just said that game was scary.
Okay, well, it's funny scary. Like, especially with your friends. Like, because, like, the scares are like...
So it's like scary movie.
It's not
funny.
like... No.
It's not that dumb.
It's not that dumb. The point of it is, like, when you're with friends in the game, you're really not scared. But with you, when you're fucking alone and it's completely silent...
All right, put Silent Hill. Silent Hill is way scarier than that.
I'm not saying it's more scary than Silent Hill. I'm saying it's more fun than Silent Hill. I think it's better than Silent Hill.
No, that's not an option. That's not possible.
You
Silent
haven't even
Hill's
fucking played it.
Silent Hill's one of the greatest games ever.
Yeah, in the horror genre, I can agree.
No, just in one of the games
This is the
in
movie.
general. Not the movie. The game.
I don't think they really. Oh wow, there actually is one.
90,
Domino's
98.
points? Now you can redeem them for so much more.
We're not sponsored by Domino's.
We don't condone this message.
Domino's sucks anyways.
Yeah,
It does.
Sucks ass.
I hate Domino's.
Pizza Hut is way better.
It is. What's for dinner? Is it chili again?
Well, there is chili in there. I was going to make waffles.
Fucking waffles. What?
Do you want waffles?
I don't really want waffles.
Oh yes. Yeah, this is bringing back all kinds of memories.
Not scary at all.
Don't you shit on the graphics. I saw that fucking. I heard that over there. Smoky Mountain Knife Work fucking hat guy.
that place is awesome.
I know, it's one of my favorite places in the world.
It is like
Four levels of fucking awesomeness.
Yeah.
Guns, knives, Americana in general.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's awesome. I love that place.
Did you see the O face?
I know it was dumb.
Oh, this stupid bitch. I hated that bitch. She never did blow me.
What the fuck, dude? No more Silent Hill for you.
Come on, this is good.
Dude, the fucking Lethal Company one was funny.
Just stick it in your mouth, dude.
Okay, they really sucked at trailers.
This trailer wasn't very good, was it?
I mean, it's kind of super. Like, you have to play the game in order to actually experience.
Like, none of this even makes sense.
What the fuck?
That's a. No, come on. When it does the flip flop and shit, you end up in the other world. This game is probably the inspiration for freaking Stranger Things.
Probably has some.
I bet you this has bearing on Stranger
I mean,
Things.
that's what she's doing.
Graphics were amazing back then, weren't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
I mean, the game.
That was probably the
You
worst.
didn't even let it play all the way.
Do I need to?
Yeah, because
Like,
it's one of the
actually-
greatest games ever made.
That was so horrible.
Silent Hill is one of the greatest
I'm not
games ever
saying.
made.
Okay, greatest.
You
horror
got to
game?
play it in the dark. I have a PS1 right there.
I'm telling you right now, you need to play fucking Lethal Company. So you can be stalked by the fucking flower guy.
I'll give it a try, but
Wait, did you ever
it can't be
webcam?
as good
He
as.
was like, no. I don't either.
They're so expensive.
They are.
They're like hundreds of dollars for a webcam.
They're expensive.
And then you gotta get audio system, too.
You guys should be twitching.
What the fuck did you just say?
Twitching. Isn't
I-
it Twitch?
We should stream on Twitch.
I say, isn't it Twitch?
It's Twitch. No one ever fucking has ever said twitching.
Why not? It just
That's
makes sense.
Fucking gay.
Yeah,
That's gay.
yeah.
You're
Our
gay.
generation doesn't approve
You're
of
gonna
that.
you're gonna
good.
get a fucking size 11
No
up your
cap.
ass.
No fucking cap.
No
bro.
cap,
Shit.
bitch.
No cap on
No
God. that
fucking
doesn't
guy.
make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. Fucking shit.
You're the fucking main characters, aren't you?
You're fucking right, dude.
We're the alpha wolves.
Oh my god. shut
You're the fucking
up.
alpha wolf.
You need to
There's
show,
nothing alpha about either one of
You need
you.
to show him the fucking videos we fucking.
It's so funny. See, that's the thing with the internet, though. Like,
It's forever.
it's forever, but the fact is, like, there's so much weird and like.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, they are Chinese, that's for
This
sure.
is what this motherfucker sent me.
That's awesome. I have no idea what they're saying, but that's a big fucking walk. Looks like a bunch of barbecue.
It looks good.
I'd try
The
it.
videos. What is this though? Like,
Signs that you are not straight. Number one.
like
What is with you fucking homos? It's gone. He went yard on that one, baby. The fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, it's bad.
who sends all this shit?
Oh my god. What? What? Cat's like, fuck you, bitch.
The fuck is this one? I got
So
a fuck,
stupid though. Like,
I got a fucking tail.
How's the cat not got a tail?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, that cat is
it has to
psychotic.
have like rabies or something.
Are we just scrolling through TikTok now or what?
You're such a good game boy.
Oh, I'll punch you right in the fucking mouth, bitch. That's kind of funny.
That is so dumb.
Dying as
Just
you
another
burn.
reminder that
Dig through the
most
ditch.
enemy are sleeping, not dead. And let's just say you might not want to wake them for your own good. P.S.
Like this is our humor. This is like it's
This
so...
is I'm just dumber for having watched this.
Things can get feisty.
Things can get feisty.
There's a good difference between Gen X and Gen Z.
That is fucked. Right there.
You sent me this shit. What is this shit?
Looks like frickin' death metal.
It's
Cat.
it's Slipcat. What the fuck is this?
Why weren't you at school?
Like
this is the shit our generation does. Oh, this one.
Oh, good lord. There's. I have no. I have no hope for this society.
Did someone pop?
Did that dude literally just come off the rim?
No way, big wheel. You're just a spare. I wasn't made for this.
it gets fucked up.
So I
Like
tried to find a
towards the
spot to
end.
fit in, but nothing worked. Too big,
That's what she said.
too small,
That's what she said.
out of place,
That's what she said.
and all wrong. I spiraled into depression.
Oh my god.
I was an airhead.
How is this funny?
It's just so dumb.
It's just
Guess I'll
like
always
yeah.
be a spare.
We think super dumb shit's funny. Like something that's so fucking stupid, we laugh at.
Good
Like,
lord.
the ending.
This is made by a tire. RM Tires is like a.
Fucking. Like it's so
He
stupid.
just hung himself?
So then I said,
Like I don't know. This is AI generated, by the way.
Obviously, I could see that.
Like,
How is this funny?
What the fuck is this?
Oh my God. Lord help me. Jesus, please come back. Please come back, Jesus.
Cheeseburger. Good kitty.
Can we please end this? End it. End it.
wait,
Revelation, please come.
yeah, that's.
I'm prepared for the four
I
horsemen.
mean, all you gotta do is go on Instagram, right?
I am prepared for the four
And you
horsemen.
go.
Oh my God.
You're a bus driver. That's why I give you attitude. I'm Bob. I said my favorite word in the KFC.
The fuck is this shit?
Like, why is this child on?
Disrespect, Stevie. You told him. Yes, I did. But you.
That's Linkin Park.
Linkin Park's new song.
Little fucker.
Why is it followed by Orion?
He does fucking follow it.
Why are we randomly looking at fucking TikToks?
This is a TikTok.
You guys are fucking communists, aren't you?
He punched you.
I have learned I can survive just about anything.
I'm so done. The cat.
I'm sorry for everything that these two boys are doing because
Look at the cat.
It says 7 legs.
this is hurting my soul.
I'm not even.
And then the people like repost like movie clips on that too.
What the fuck was that? I'm not watching that. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, Dragon
Akira Toriyama.
Dragon Ball Z creator
He
died.
died.
We literally talked about that already.
No, we didn't.
Did we not?
We didn't.
No.
Oh,
That was sad.
that's. Do you know how much of that? How much of my early adulthood is like tied into Dragon Ball Z? It's
Yeah, it's
It's
connected
depressing.
to everyone. Yeah, I watched. That was like one of the first animes. I
Akira
watched.
Toriyama. What a fucking badass. I've seen this fucking one. What the hell is Spider-Man doing?
This is gonna go.
Hope he gets hit by a car. Good lord. No, we have devolved into fucking TikTok watching. Like,
Abu, Bakar, al-Baghdadi is dead. The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound. They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
knock knock.
Firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body. He died like a dog.
He died like a dog.
Does not mark the end of our effort. A beautiful dog.
And that's why Trump was the better president. Nothing more to say.
Damn right. Why are we just constantly screaming fucking TikToks here?
I don't know.
You guys are making my head hurt.
What? Like that's the generation's humor.
It's
And but the thing is like every single kid in our class like scrolls through that shit. Like no one like talks to each other, like at all, because everybody's like scrolling.
it's addicting. It's just endorphins fucking being dumped into your
I think
brain.
it's
You're
funny,
just like
all this shit.
it's this constant fucking stream of endorphins being dumped into your brain. You're just like, all right, next thing, or next thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's because no one talks to each other though. I mean, like everybody's just like constantly scrolling. I mean, I don't do it sometimes because it's like it just feels so like brain rotting.
I think TikTok ought to be banned anyway. So
It's
They won't ban it.
no, they won't.
They're trying to. The House passed it. It was bipartisan too. Even Democrats fucking signed on to it.
I don't think they will.
It's too much. Even them are scrolling on TikTok too.
Why are we letting a company that's owned by our enemy fucking degrade the minds of our youth? It just makes no fucking sense to me.
So that was an American company degrading our mind.
Well, I would prefer an American company degrade the minds of our youth instead of fucking communist China.
What?
If I have to pick, I'm going to choose that.
Dude, it is brain rot. Like after like 5, like as soon as I go on there, it was like, what is going on?
You're dumber for having had looked at it.
You're telling me you don't want to see the AI generated cat?
No, I have no desire to see an AI generated cat.
He needs to start sending you shit because he only sends me shit.
And I'm just going to text him back, what the fuck are you sending me?
That's usually my fucking response.
Oh, good Lord, man.
It's so stupid.
You guys are not better in that regard on social media. Your generation sucks.
We grew up with the internet, though.
I know, we talked about that.
Our humor is just...
I'm the last generation to grow up without internet.
Yeah.
And I'm better for it.
Honestly, that's pretty gay.
Yeah. Pretty no cap.
It's pretty fucking gay, bro. No riz.
Pretty not, no riz. L skibbity toilet.
That shit's dumb.
I'm gonna L Skippity my size 11 on both your asses.
Have you ever watched Skippity Toilet, Dad?
No, obviously not.
It's
I take a shit in the toilet.
We should show him Skippity Toilet.
No, I don't even watch Meat Canyon. I don't even know who Meat Canyon is.
Meat Canyon's good though.
Meat Canyon stuff's good.
He's fucking psycho.
It's not.
He stopped doing that. He stopped doing his.
Yeah, he's done with it.
Yeah,
that's gay.
It's because I think
he's burned out on it.
He just doesn't like the content that he's doing.
Right.
Which is understandable. I mean,
right.
Constantly negative. Like
I'm trying to make this channel about freedom and doing fucking patriotic shit. Like,
which one should we do?
It's not showing up.
I know, but which one are we?
You guys need to get hit with that hookup board back there behind your back of your fucking heads.
What the hell is that for? What did we do?
Making me watch fucking stupid shit. That's what
you show him sneaking
doing.
That's not me. We need Skibbity Toilet, not Meat Canyon.
Oh, good Lord!
Which one are we showing him? Both.
Skibbity Toilet.
It's so
I haven't watched it actually.
I have. It's so.
Why? Why did you watch it?
It was on my feed. I watched like 50 of them. I'm just like, okay, this is interesting.
Like there's lore, but it's like gibberish, like talking the whole entire time. But there's lore to it, and it's so like
the lore's not so brain dead. But
so it's like Lord of the Rings, huh?
No.
No, it's like complete opposite, and it's just like your brain is like rotting midway through it.
All that shit on TikTok is just brain rot. All of it is.
Well,
the Chinese fucking Communist Party knows what they're doing. They're just trying to fucking dumb down.
Yeah, they're preparing.
They're
trying to dumb down everything.
Yeah. They don't show that shit to their own children. They only want American kids to get dumb.
The Demon Slayer Meat Canyon one. You ever watched the
No. Don't fuck with my Demon Slayer.
Okay, we gotta show them that then.
We don't fuck with my Demon Slayer.
Here is Meat Canyon's Demon Slayer.
The Edo period in Japan is one of my favorites.
Here we go. Well, this isn't.
This is fucking.
It's a fucking ad.
I was gonna say, I used to play that back in the day.
Literally everyone has played that. Like every fucking human being I know has played it.
I hate these commercials so much. Here
we go.
Black men should be so pissed off about them commercials.
What are you yapping about?
Is this Meat Canyon?
Yeah, this is Meat Canyon.
I finally caught you. My. You smell a demon. Kenjiro, I've come for your sister.
Why is there a mall cop in here?
It's supposed to be like he's fucking insane, and all the demons are fake.
This is my sister. I'll do anything for her. I hear her.
Help me.
Where are you? Where is she? I can smell a lot of things at you, detective. Step away from the box.
You smell what the demon. Oh my god. I can smell every single
What did you do this poor girl?
Don't you fuck around with Tanjiro.
Tragic. This demon probably had a normal life before being turned into such a vile creature. Jerry from the Office of Child Services in Billings, Montana. These demons are so clever with things. At least Jerry the demon is resting peacefully now. Oh, Nezuko.
Nezuko.
It's Nezuko.
I can smell you all day. My sweet sister. It smells like family.
The man himself.
No skibidi toilet.
I don't want to jump. I'll search it for
Good
you.
lord.
Let's search up Skippity Toilet.
I'm pretty perturbed over the shitting on my fucking Demon Slayer because it's like one of my favorite animes ever.
Okay.
Oh no.
Do you watch anime, Caleb?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm on.
What's your favorite? Favorite all-time anime?
Here you go.
I like Jujutsu Kaisen a lot.
See, I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, so I have no.
Jujutsu Kaisen is really good.
I have no bearing on it, so I haven't watched it. Obviously, probably my favorite all-time is DBZ because
Yeah,
I grew up on DBZ. So
I watched it when I was.
This
little.
podcast is like 2 hours long.
it might be. I don't know.
It's
I don't know
a
what that
pretty long
was.
time.
It's been a while.
My NASCAR race starts at 3:30.
Oh, God forbid.
Exactly. I got things to do.
I would say Akira is definitely up there. Akira. Sorry.
Akira.
I didn't say it with the proper pronunciation.
Akira.
It's Akira.
I like
You're right.
Bleach.
I've never watched Bleach. Whatever. I've never watched that one.
I watched Bleach. That was a good one.
So watch.
You never watched Cyberpunk, dude. Cyberpunk is so fucking good.
Yeah, it's alright. Whatever.
What are you talking about?
That was probably
It might be one of my favorite anime.
Ninja Scroll. You gotta watch Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll's a good one. You gotta watch Ninja Scroll. You gotta watch Akira, obviously. It's another good one. Wicked City's a good one. Let me think of another one. Like Ghost in the Shell's a good one.
Those are all older animes. I haven't watched a lot.
Like late '90s, early 2000s are my favorite animes. But
I like Tenacious D. That was a good one.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, not Tenacious. Tenacious D.
That's not an anime.
Yeah, it is.
Tenacious D is literally Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
Oh no, the
I think Initial D.
Initial D.
Initial D.
Sorry.
I've been actually rewatching Initial D.
Yeah.
I was rewatching it last night.
Not in Tenacious.
That's because you're a drifter guy. You like drifters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Because you're what do you want to do when you get out of high school? Like, what is your mode of job that you want to do?
He wants to be a pro drifter.
yeah. I just want to be a pro drifter.
Do you?
No.
Is that like your ultimate goal? Is to be a pro
That would be
drifter?
really cool though. Like if I could have all the money in the world and I could do that, that would be a really fucking cool thing to do.
Like, I would like to do the Gymkhana shit, like Ken Block Gymkhana stuff.
Mm.
Like, I would probably do Formula Drift. Like, that'd be kind of fun. But
I think it's a really cool.
I'm more rally oriented guy
He
than
loves rally.
I love rally.
Rally is like one of my favorite things in the world.
I love rally.
Motorsports wise, for me it's rally, which no one in America even really gives a shit about. But I love rally, WRC, and then like probably drag racing's next for me, and then probably like I don't know, I guess stock car or
Love NASCAR.
we know.
Couldn't tell.
We know it's your claim to fame, your thing, and then you're wearing a fucking communist F1 shirt.
You watched the F1 race with me.
I did watch it, and it's boring and horrible as shit.
Max Verstappen ruins it, dude. He does.
Just F1 is boring as
He's
fuck.
just a party.
I would rather watch IndyCar than I would.
IndyCar's
F1.
on right now. I didn't see it.
We're literally not watching F1 while we're doing this podcast, or IndyCar while we're doing this podcast.
I want to see who won.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I love rally.
Joseph Newgarden won.
I think rally takes a ton of skill to do.
I love it because it's like
it's in like
it's not,
cities though. It's like in like.
I wish WRC would come to America so bad because I want to go to a rally so bad. But like the closest one we used to be able to go to was Mexico City, but they don't rally. They haven't rallied in Mexico the last couple of years, so Mexico was the closest WRC that ever come
I'm
here.
surprised I don't go to Canada.
The problem with WRC coming here is property rights and like streets, because Americans are not going to condone a car going past their house at 140 fucking mile an hour. Like Americans are not going to like allow that. Like in Europe, they don't got a fucking choice because the government runs everything. So they're like, oh, too bad you got a fucking race car going past your house at 150 mile an hour.
I mean, I would support it. I don't give a shit.
Right, I wouldn't give a shit. That'd be awesome. I'd be sitting in my front yard like, yes. Hit my trees on the way past. Like, fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's still, yeah. I think rally is it's a really cool thing.
I've been a fan of rally since the early 90s. But like I grew up like Group B rally, man. Like that
You and fucking Group B.
Group B is the pinnacle of fucking rally. I mean, unlimited class Group B is
You can tell he loves it.
the best. If I ever get fucking money, I'm going to have a stable of Group B rally cars.
I know.
I'm buying all of them. The Delta S4 is definitely going to be Lancia Delta S4 is going to be sitting in my fucking garage. Supercharged, turbocharged. I'm going to be like 800 horsepower. Blah 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 blah. Just shitting flames out of the back. or the fucking Audi S1.
The S1.
Yeah, the Quattro, man. Like
Those things.
the first all-wheel drive is. You gotta have
those things
it.
fucking go.
You gotta have it. But I would take the Lancia, not the Delta, the Lancia Stratos, the two-wheel drive, the last two-wheel drive.
Was that in the 80?
Early 80s.
Early like 84 or something like that.
Yeah, the last two-wheel drive to win a rally was a Lancia Stratos.
Yeah, because there's a whole movie about that. They did a whole movie on the. I think it was 84.
Lancia, man. God, those cars were so insane. I mean, obviously being American, I want a Ford RS 200, but I mean, there's not very many of them. They only built 200 of them, so homologation back in the day during Group B, so they had to build 200 of each car, or like the Peugeot 204, like those Peugeot fucking R4s are fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
But you could get the civilian version of the Peugeot 204 or whatever it was, but like they never came to America, so or like a Mark 1 Escort. A Mark 1 Escort's on my bucket list to own too. Like I gotta have a Mark 1 Escort.
Yeah, those are fire.
And they were only built in England, so they're only in Europe. There's probably like a handful in the States that are even here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a hold of them. To be an American and be a rally enthusiast, like to get a car is almost impossible. I mean, you gotta have shit tons of money. Or like the Subarus from back in the day, the Subies for the Colin McRae days when Colin McRae was fucking dominating WRC and just with those
See, that's something I don't get with
WRXs.
you bitch about F1's dominance, but Rally has fucking dominance too. Like
yeah, but not so much like Verstappen is today, or even Hamilton was in F1, because yeah, you got your Colin McRae's of the day, or like your Sebastian Ogiers or Ott
How
Tanex.
long are there like reigns though? Like how long?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not like that dominant. Yeah, they're winning championships and they're winning rallies, but like they're not as dominant as Verstappen or Hamilton was in F1.
Or still is.
Right. Like, they're not the same. Like look at what's his name that was running with M Sport, the English guy that just switched to Toyota this last season.
I don't know.
oh god, I'm drawing a blank. But like he would be like middle of the pack. Now he's like winning rallies. He's like top of the heap with running with Toyota. But
Toyotas.
But there's no French cars left anymore. There's no Italian cars left anymore. All it is it's Ford, Toyota, and Hyundai. That's all that runs WRC now. So
Yeah.
like Subaru's been out of WRC forever, and and Subaru, like this WRX is the closest thing you get to a rally car in the States. Other than a Ford RS, and fuck you got to have fucking 35,000 to build a fucking Ford RS Focus now, because the prices have went through the roof.
Yeah. That's why so many people have the WRX as their car.
I mean, it's the closest thing you can get to a rally car now. Yeah. But I do like them, but they've been running the same Boxster engine in Subarus for decades now, so it's like basically the same engine. Mm-hmm. So they're not super special. And a new WRX, if you get they don't have an STI version anymore. Now it's the WRX Premium. And that one's like $40,000 for a fucking car.
It's because the Subaru market has like
I remember back in the, because I grew up in the sport compact era. So like in my early 20s, sport compacts were the fucking rage. Like everybody had a sport compact. I mean, I had a Dodge Neon that I had a bunch of work done to it, and it was pretty quick. But I only had the single overhead cam. I didn't have the dual overhead cam or the SR4, or the SRT4 that Dodge came out with the turbo Neon. I never got one of those. But mine was just a single overhead cam. But everybody had sport compacts back in the early 2000s, late 90s. It was all about it, man. Everybody was about it. Especially when Fast and Furious came out. Like, dude, we went to Fast and Furious in like force. We had like everybody that I knew with cars and sport compacts. Everybody went to the movie theater to watch Fast and the Furious. It was like the thing.
Yeah, then JDM cars started like.
Oh, JDM cars! Don't get me started on JDM cars. Like one of my dream cars is like an R34. Like R34 is like my dream GTR. Like that's the one I want. R35s would be amazing, but I mean you're not gonna be able to touch an R35 until what 35 or some shit, because they got to be 25 years before you can import them. Mm-hmm. So what's the newest you can get? You can get an early R34 now. What's an early R34? 90, 95, 96, 97, somewhere in there. Because they got to be 25 years before you can import them, because you can't get them here. So, I mean, they've reached six figures now to get a GTR.
Yeah.
Even R32s are fucking $50,000-$60,000, which is nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But my dream JDM would be like a 2002 FD RX-7. That's my dream car. A dream JDM car would be a FD. It's my favorite. Like rotaries, I love fucking rotaries. Love them. They make crazy amounts of power. No torque, but they make crazy amounts of horsepower.
Yeah.
And then they just sound insane. Just shooting fucking 6-foot flames out the back of them. I love them. I love JDMs. But if I had to pick like a JDM over like a 69 Charger, I mean, that's a no-brainer. I'm taking General Lee all day long.
Right.
But I appreciate every car. Like, I'm not just like an American guy. Like,
yeah,
I like JDMs. There's things about Italian cars I like too, and like French cars, but they all still suck. But there's some things about them I like. If they're rally cars, I like them. But most French cars and Italian cars, I really give a shit less about.
His Chrysler car is a pretty good car.
That's pretty badass.
Now, if we're going to go Chrysler, I'm going
Oh my god!
I'm going all the way back to Imperial days, like Black Beauty days, like Green Hornet Black Beauty. Like that's my Chrysler. Like I want. That's my dream Chrysler.
I like the old like Chevy like Monte Carlos and like the Impalas and stuff like that.
Like my dream Impala would be like a 59 Impala Bel Air. That's my favorite. I love those.
I think you want Caleb's old Impala.
I think it was shit.
What'd you have?
I had a
that front wheel drive piece of shit. That's not an Impala.
I wish I had like.
I don't count front wheel drive Impalas as Impalas.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? That thing was a hot rod.
Yeah, I could do burnouts in the front.
It made it hot because the engine made the fucking car hot all the time.
You didn't upgrade, swapping to your Suzuki, whatever the fuck you got now.
I mean,
now you could have went to like a Suzuki Samurai or something. Like that would have been kind of cool because Samurais are kind of cool. But
the Samurai?
yeah,
You mean the bikes?
No, the 4-wheel drive Samurais, Suzuki Samurai.
Oh, those big like
They're not big. They're tiny.
No, I don't know.
They're like a Jeep. They're a little smaller than a Jeep.
I think I've seen. Yeah, like. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
There was a tin top version where it had a hard top, but those are pretty rare in the States. Like you don't see very many of them. Most of them are rag tops on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But the tin tops, they're worth a shit ton of money because there wasn't very many into the States. Oh, I could talk about cars all day long.
Oh, I know. You do.
You don't know shit about them,
I
don't
don't.
you?
No.
Honestly, I just don't care.
No.
Failure.
Failed.
Failed at life because I don't like cars that much.
You watch racing, but you don't like cars. That doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense, does
I
it?
love racing, dude.
I like watching the sport of racing, but I don't like vehicles.
See, I like race cars. Like it'd be cool to own like a stock car, but like if I couldn't drive it on the street, like I wouldn't want it.
You just drive around.
Like I'm not gonna race it. That's too much money pissed away. I feel like it's just wasting money. But I mean, I guess if you enjoy it, that is what it is.
Awesome. I love racing.
At some point in time, I'm sure you'll get a stock car.
I don't know. I'm poor. That's expensive.
Well, if you don't have a family, then you could just piss your money away on racing, I guess.
That's exactly not. Not exactly the Christian way.
That's not what I want. I want grandkids someday.
Nah, you just want race cars as grandkids.
No, I want grandkids.
The RX-7.
I need grandkids to corrupt.
We need so you want a non-wing midget car. You don't want grandkids. You want a non-wing midget car.
No,
And a
no,
I'd outlaw.
I'd rather have
I think you
grandkids.
want the 410.
If I had to pick, I'd rather.
I think you want
grandkids.
I think you want the 410.
I'd rather have a rally car, so you could buy me a rally car.
No, not happening.
Sorry.
You got a hot date?
I do have a hot date.
Shut the fuck up.
That's kind of gay.
You should hear his story with someone at our school. He's
You got a guy after you at school? Oh, yeah, I want to hear this story.
Well, okay. So
Let's not say any names, but
yeah.
Well, there's this guy at school. Let's call him Pedro.
Pedro.
Okay, so Pedro.
He's
always been gay.
like hella gay, huh?
Yeah. He don't like me.
No. So
But he likes Caleb, huh?
I guess I don't know what is happening, but basically, I sat like in front of him in my SATs because we did SATs the other day. SATs were fucking terrible. That class, anyways.
You didn't get CBOC, that's why.
No, it was just like the classroom itself was like.
Oh yeah, I remember.
The vent, like there's something broken with the vent or something like that, and it was just like. I'm like, dude, get me out of here. But I sat in front of him, and like after like work, I got this text, and I'm like, it's on Instagram. I don't really use Instagram that much. And lo and behold, who texts me is Pedro, and it says "Hey" with like 3 Y's or something like that.
Which means he wants you.
Hey.
I'm like, yo, what's up? Actually,
I don't know why you responded.
I was like, I didn't know who he was because
he asked me, "Do you know who Pedro?" Like, I'm like, the Pedro who's like.
I didn't.
Gay?
I thought it was a different Pedro.
Who the fuck else is like? I don't know anyone else.
I don't know. I thought it was someone
like
else.
everybody in your class, probably.
I thought
his real name's not Pedro.
Well,
so.
I get it, but
I thought it was like a different one. Like maybe he was like in a, younger grading us, so I just didn't know. So I texted back, and it was like, what did he fucking say?
Oh, you have a fucking phone.
I deleted him, so I don't have all the chats anymore.
Oh, you just broke his heart.
Yeah, but he is like, and I'm like, so why did you text me? And he was like, I don't know.
He wants you.
And he was like, I don't know.
Man.
And I was like, okay, that doesn't really. And he's like,
I like vajayjay, dude. Like,
I should have been like, yeah, I like. That's what I like eating pussy. So like,
I'm not about getting fucked in the ass.
but
did you let him down easy or what?
No, he just blacked him.
Well, what I remember is I
Caleb thought about it really hard.
yeah, I
Dude,
thought
he was
about it
like-
really hard. I'm like,
Well, I mean,
Is it really gay?
is it really?
Like it's just one time.
No, I just stopped talking to him because he kept on asking. Like, he texted me again. It was like, it was actually yesterday. I told you how he texted me again. He was like, anyway, how are you? Have you been doing good?
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, okay. Well, think about it. Like, let me play the other side of the coin.
Oh, God.
Like,
Gay?
if you're gay, like, how hard would it be for you to like live in here? You know what I mean? Like, to like date people.
Makes me uncomfy, bro.
Well, I get it. I mean, I would be the same way. But like, if you're a gay person and you're like,
which I'm not.
No, we are far from that.
right? But I'm just saying, like, if you were like, and
You were gay.
You would know.
you were trying to date someone, you're like, well, your options are pretty limited. Is my point. So like, he obviously thinks you're cute. So
I guess so, because he just kept
He
on,
really fucking
he kept
wanted
on
your
asking
ass.
me about like, and I was like, dude,
but don't feel bad because I've been hit on by gay guys too. So,
Can't relate, thank God.
this is actually
but I've been
my
to
second
I've been to
or-
gay
This
bars.
is his
So
second time getting
This
hit
is
on
my
by guys.
second time.
wow,
I got hit on.
it's the hair, bud.
I guess so.
Fucking hair.
Yeah,
I
if you
got-
shave your hair off, you wouldn't
Maybe
get them.
yeah, maybe I should just become a skinhead. Or something
Right,
like
you
that.
should.
Put some fucking tats on it.
But I was working at Pizza Hut. This is like my first job. Completely shitty job. I mean, it's your first job, so
Right.
I got like
They're all shitty.
I got paid minimum wage, $7.25 or something like that. Like the minimum of the minimum.
Right.
Shit job. And like I worked with this guy, his name is Oscar. I didn't know at the time, but I could kind of tell. I just didn't I could tell he was gay because
Right.
by the way you can like
It's
by the
pretty
way-
easy to tell if a guy's gay.
right. And I was like I've worked with him for like a couple months or so and like that, and he hasn't done any weird shit like this or anything
He's not
like
trying to
that.
fucking grope you.
Like I was chill with him. I wasn't like I didn't dislike him because he
Right.
was gay or
You can be gay. It's all right.
But also, like,
Just don't try to
most
suck my
normal
dick.
gay people don't go around doing that. To people.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, I would assume that that's not okay.
Yeah, but he was pretty chill. He was, you know, I didn't have anything against him, and he didn't have anything against me. But then he texted me.
Oh, he wanted to put something against you.
I guess so, yeah. But I knew there was this girl. We'll just call her. I don't know, Cheryl.
Hot chick.
She was a couple years above me, but
So he's punching above.
but
So I'm saying she's
Yeah.
not hot. Is that what you're saying?
she's pretty.
Okay.
But
He's got to watch what he says,
yeah,
Oh, all right.
but
or they might think he's straight.
she texted me. She's like, "Hey, Oscar wants your number," and I was like,
Oh.
"Okay, is it for like work related stuff?" And she's like, "I assume so." I'm like, okay. So,
Wasn't Oscar older?
yeah, dude, he was like 3 years older than me.
So he's
Yeah.
an adult almost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That,
Caleb's what, 15 at that time? 16?
that's some pedophile shit there.
Gay pedo.
I would say gay pedo's probably a little more accepted than regular pedo.
Yeah, just thinking about it, it's just really uncomfortable.
He's gonna be
It
flashback.
is.
It's like, anyways. So like,
Oh.
So yeah, and I'm like, okay, well that's fine. If we need to like swap shifts or whatever, or where the fuck,
Right.
like I'm fine with that. So I give him my number. And
That
he
was your
texts me.
first mistake.
That was the first mistake.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't
know he wanted to fuck you? He obviously did.
but he. So I gave him my number, and then he texts me. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Nothing much." And he was like saying, "So this might be a little weird, and you it's your choice, but like, I think I like you." I'm like, "What?
Oh shit!
What?
Shit, bro.
Fuck you mean you like me?"
The fuck you mean you like?
And I was like, "Yeah, man, I just do not
I like boobies.
I do not sway that way whatsoever." And I was like,
Why?
"Don't ever like hit on me or anything like that." Or like, I was kind of like just pissed because like she told me that it was for work related and it was completely not. And so I was
You're telling
pissed.
me you don't like getting hit on by a guy at Pizza Hut? Like, what's wrong?
No, it's weird. He's like two or 3 years older than me. I can't remember.
So he's a gay pedo. There's nothing wrong with that.
And like,
I was just took it as a compliment. I just laughed it off.
of course, I work with him. So like, most of my shifts I work with him, and it's so fucking awkward after that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because I told him like, yeah, don't ever hit on me or anything like. I don't like you. I don't sway that way, and completely caught off. Never talked to each other ever again. And I worked with him every single fucking day. It was really awkward.
But you also had David at fucking Starbucks too.
David like didn't hit on me or anything like that, and he was pretty chill. But he would say some weird shit like about him like getting like AIDS or something like that. Like he was talking about
he's a graduate now, isn't he?
Yeah. I think he's in
Keep in touch.
College or something like that.
Keep in touch with David.
Yeah. No. I was chill with him because like I'm chill with everyone until like they start
trying to fuck you,
being weird or like extremely like annoying to the point like you want to like punch him.
Fuck out of someone.
But you just say some weird shit like I remember vividly like he said one day that he donated blood. I've told you this story. He donated blood, right? And he was like, but I think I might have AIDS because I did this with another guy last night. I'm like, no. That's illegal as hell to donate your blood if you have potential like AIDS or anything. Because that's like the first thing that they ask you. Like, do you have like...
Even if you've gotten tattoos, like, they don't want you to donate.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've not donated blood for many years because I've always gotten tattoos recently, so like
it's just I don't know what goes through your mind to do that because that's like extremely dangerous. It could potentially kill someone.
No,
like imagine like it's like some like
it gets a blood transfusion.
Yeah, and then they're like and they die from AIDS or something.
That's what happened.
AIDS.
That's what happened to the kid back in the early '80s when the whole HIV thing was huge, and let's be honest, it's only a gay thing now, but
always only a gay thing,
right? Yeah, but that's not the way they portrayed it back then. Well, then there was a young kid, like young kid, that got a blood transfusion. He ended up catching AIDS from a blood transfusion and died. There's a whole at the museum down in India. There's a whole fucking thing dedicated to that kid that died from AIDS from a blood transfusion. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and like everybody was telling me, yeah, that's really not good because if you do have AIDS or anything like that, that could.
Well, it would be HIV. It wouldn't be full blown AIDS. But...
Yeah, but you know, like.
Well, it still sucks. You know?
Obviously, there's a cure for it. Magic Johnson's still alive. That motherfucker's had it since fucking 1984.
Yeah.
I guess if you got enough money, you could survive it.
Yeah, enough money, you can survive anything, right? That's Caleb's interactions with men.
Well, just stay away from gay bars, son.
You might get raped.
Don't go to strip clubs. Gay strip clubs.
No shit.
Not going to. Why the hell would I?
Yeah, why the hell would you?
So weird.
I don't know. I've been to a few of them.
Okay.
With girls. Like, hey, you want to go to the fucking drag night? I'm like, whatever. I'll go to drag night. I don't give a shit. And then they go to the bar to get a beer. Do not go to the bar to get a beer at a gay bar by yourself. You will get fucking attacked by a bunch of gay guys.
I wonder why. Like, it's,
Well, that's because I'm a good looking motherfucker. That's why.
Definitely not why.
That's why.
You look submissible.
No, that's not the case.
You look submissive.
No, it'd be the other way around. He'd be my bitch.
He'd be my.
No.
But yeah. Other than that.
That's fun. I'm glad a bunch of gay guys are after you.
Pedro really wanted you, bro.
It's just so uncomfortable because then you can see those people and they're like, yeah.
Yay!
Just you feel uncomfortable.
That's why you just sneak a video of you doing some stuff with a girl and be like, see? And then you just send the video to him.
No.
You just send the video to him and you're like, see? I like this.
So do it.
Exclamation mark.
I like the vajayjay.
No, you don't fucking take your secret video. It's okay. It's not illegal.
Hey, I got this gay guy that's like hitting on me. Can I take a video of this? And she'd be like, okay.
No.
Okay. I guess the women we've dated are different.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I've dated a couple women. Just a few.
And a few men.
No.
At
That's,
the gay bar that I
that's
met
not
them
the
at when
case.
I got the beer.
He was
No.
the dominant.
I will tell you a story about a funny gay story. So a buddy of mine, and well, he kind of grew up. He kind of grew up in the motorcycle world too, but his dad was a fucking angel. But one of his buddies, and I won't say his name, but they used to like Truman's used to be up in South Bend, so they would. I've told you this story before. So they used to go up there to the gay bar and they'd wait outside in the bushes, like outside the gay bar, and they'd wait for gay guys to come out and they'd beat the fuck out of them. So
Holy shit.
So this guy's a big guy. Like he's probably like, I don't know, 6 foot something, huge, big fucking 235 motherfucker. He's huge. And so they're waiting in the bushes, waiting for these gay guys to come out. And this gay guy comes out and he's ripped. He works out. He's a big dude. And he jumps out of the bushes to beat this guy's ass. And that guy's like, he's like, there's only one thing I like doing more than sucking dick, and that's beating ass. And he beat this dude's ass. And the gay guy beat the fuck out of him. He beat the fuck out of him and he walks away. And everybody fucking made fun of him for fucking ever because he got his ass beat by a fucking gay guy. The quote of the century is, the only thing I like doing more than sucking dick is beating ass. And he beat the fuck out of him. I'm like, well, that's karma. Like, that's karma. You're just hanging out and beating the shit out of gay guys because they're gay. Yeah, you're in due for an ass whooping at some point.
By a gay guy.
By a gay guy, yeah. No more humility than that. Yeah, I got my ass whooped by a gay guy. That's a story you don't tell. But that story got out, and I know that story.
That's funny as shit, dude. That's forever going to be a line.
Yeah. I won't say his name because I'm not a dick like that, but yeah. Ain't nothing I like doing more than sucking dick is beating ass.
That's such a fucking crazy line.
Well, if you jump out of the bush and beat a gay guy's ass and the dude's like ripped like fucking Apollo, you probably shouldn't fuck with him. You'd probably be like, well,
maybe the next one.
Well, I mean, look at the UFC. There's a lot of fucking homos in the UFC.
Nope.
Most of them are like women, but there are some gay guys. Like, look at old boy. What was his name? Not that long ago in UFC, and I can't think of his name now, but he's bi, but he had sex with a guy, and the guy fucking posted the video out and like called him out that he was gay because he was like keeping it hidden, like he didn't tell anybody he was bi or gay, and then it got posted out there, I'm like, what a fucking piece of shit subhuman being. Like, you're going to have sex with a man, and then you're going to be like, hey, he's gay. Like, post the fucking video. Like, dude, you literally sucked his dick. That's kind of fucked up.
What are you talking? Okay, we're done. We're done with this conversation.
Well, you guys are the ones brought up fucking gay sex. I didn't. You're going to get the hot anime girl on the dick fucking falling on your head.
God damn it.
All right. I don't know how long we went, but
Oh, it's a fucking like 2.5, 3 hours.
it's been a while. All right. I guess we'll end her here. So yeah, generational gap is a little bit.
Just a little bit. You're pretty old.
Yeah. Gen Z sucks. Gen X is awesome.
Oh, yeah,
that's kind of. I think that's what we got. That's what we got from all that. So yeah. So with as always is G-Man over here, product of my loins, and his best buddy Philly over here.
Cheesesteak.
Little Philly cheesesteak. And next time maybe we'll have the old man come on here because there'll be some good stories out of him.
Ryan.
So the old man, maybe your buddy Orion would be funny.
You think he would?
I think. Well, you two ought to come on next with Orion, so it'll be the three of you or whatever.
Orion is like,
he's gonna get you fucking canceled.
He might, but you can't really cancel me. It's already over with. I already got canceled once. So, but yeah, I think I'll have the old man on here next. But that ought to be a blast. So yeah. So stay free, vote like Calvin Coolidge, and we'll see you next time.